would make it this far. They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitted for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand. Ay, we on overtime, you don't need to understand. Ay, you just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play safe. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get bigger, cause it can get bigger, cause it can get bigger. Hey, please don't play no games with me, I promise I'm too much. Hey, I can never let up even if you had enough. Hey, this ain't for the faint of heart, we always playing rough. I had enough, it ain't luck. I needed a vision, I needed ambition, I needed a mission to beat in submission with no intermission. I see the collision, the crash in the distance, they coming off track, no. Now when they ask what's the motive, don't talk about the show them. They all about to see what I mean in the moment. I gotta keep going, I'm shaking the dice and I'm keeping the rolling, they already know. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand. Ay, we on overtime, you don't need to understand. Ay, you just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play safe. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get bigger, cause it can get bigger, cause it can get bigger.
All right. We tapped in with another one. With another one, man. Clap it up, man. Ramadan Mubarak. All the Akis in the building. You already know. Sorry for being a little bit late. Appreciate your patience. I was eating. You know what I mean? Doing my thing. I was like, man, I'm trying to rush through it, but I don't want to choke and get food poisoning like my gosh, Richard Hitchinson did. Richardson Hitchens did, or Floyd Schofield did. You know, we want to take my time and process and digest the food. But salute to everybody. Last night was a great night of fights, man. Great night of fights, man. Shout out to Ryan Garcia putting on that masterclass against Mario Barrios. Wish we would have seen a better Mario Barrios, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. Won't take it away from Ryan Garcia for doing the work that he did last night, man. Pitch a shutout, man. Look, man. He showed there's levels to this game. Obviously, Mario Barrios, a champion at 147 pounds. You know what I mean? Proved to be true. Weakest link, right? Weakest link in the division. So we got that out the way and have a new WBC champion in place. Obviously, the conversation moves forward. We start talking about unifications now, right? Big fights, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, things of that nature. Of course, we know Shakur Stevenson, all those guys are trying to get involved in it as well. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Good fights last night. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. AK Crowd, I see right there. Literary Farrell, Alan Land, mine yours. Alan says Garcia looked much better last night. No doubt, man, for sure, man. Literary Farrell was good, man. Yeah, Garcia did look good last night. I think he brought interest back to the Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia fight. And I think the interest is already there already, right? We already kind of wanted to see it, but, you know, you never know what kind of Ryan Garcia you're going to get. You can only hope that he doubles down on this, in this space, in this place where he's at, man. He takes it where it needs to go. But we're here to cover the Clarissa Sheilds, Franchon Dezurn Crews, or Crews-Dezurn, Franchon Crews-Dezurn card here. We got the prelims going here. Looks like I want to say we got two heavyweights in the ring right now. I just popped in here. Taylor versus Evans. Is that what it is? I just popped in here, man. Not too familiar with these guys. I'm assuming they're local talent, you know, local professional talent from the Detroit, Flint, Michigan area. We'll see what they got to offer. How's everybody doing, man? Hope everybody's well rested, man. Hey, Eastside Easy, what's good, man? I saw your post that you put up there, man. Hey, man, it's an interesting conversation to have right now. I think a lot of Devin Haney fans and even Ryan Garcia fans, whoever you want to look at, if you've just been, tapped into this Devin Haney conversation with Ryan Garcia, it does kind of put some shed some different light onto the fight. And of course, Devin Haney communicating that Ryan Garcia jumped out of the VADA testing pool, and that because of that, the ship sailed, and he wasn't going to be interested in making that happen. Yeah, we'll see how that ages, man. The week is here, man. So, all the social media is going to be going. Let's see what Bill Haney has to say about it. Let's see what the space has to say about it. And let's see what Devin has to say about it, right? And see if that fight is something we can look forward to seeing, or maybe it is going to be the Shakur and Ryan Garcia fight. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, but I did think it was an interesting point and topic that you put up there for sure, man. Appreciate you tapping me into that. Brian Dow, what's good with you, family? What's good? What's good? Deuce 8885 in the building. What's good with you, King? Sam from Jersey, as always, man. Salute, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for the engagement. Yeah, we got two big dudes in the ring, man. Two big dudes, man. I'm expecting some sort of a knockout. We'll see what happens. Let me see if I can get their names, man. I'm not familiar. I wasn't going to cover this event. Honestly, shout out to Clarissa Shields and Franchon Crews-Dezurn, Franchon Crews for having that great face-off yesterday, man. Brought a lot of attention to this fight. And all of a sudden I'm interested in, right? All of a sudden I want to see this fight. So we're going to be calling it. But while that's going on, we're getting ready. We got the heavyweight stepping in the room here. Let's see here what the name of these guys are. Hope they don't get knocked. Nobody don't knock each other out. But before I actually get an opportunity to let's see here. Oh, we got a deep card here. Taylor. So Price Taylor versus James Evan here. Two heavyweights here. Price Taylor 10-0. James Evan 9-2 here. Two heavyweights here in the ring here. So let's see what they're doing here. I want to say Taylor's in the black shorts. These guys decided to wear pretty much the same damn color. Somebody got a pink. I don't know, man. Somebody got black and pink shorts on. I have no idea. I'm going to assume that James Evans is the one in the black shorts with the dreads in his hair. Yeah, he's a smaller guy, man. Working the perimeter of the ring here. Definitely a way bigger. Yeah, that's what it is. Price Taylor's a 275-pound dude, a big dude, man. Pretty much stalking James Evan at this point. As Price Taylor's trying to work behind that jab. The ring is pretty small too, so these guys got to figure out a small ring, man. Ain't too much room in there to move around in right now. As James Evans seems to be trying to control the distance here, and a very patient, patient. What's his name again? Goodness gracious, man. Price Taylor, a very patient Price Taylor, stalking James Evans. James Evans is just working behind that jab, and Price Taylor's just taking his time trying to cut that ring off. Hey, nice work. Nice shot right there. James Evans just stabbing him to the body, stabbing him time, walking, playing the perimeter ring. Price Taylor taking his time, stalking James Evans, sticking him to the body. Nice shot right there. Nice little backhand shot right here from James Evans right here. Continue working back, stepping, leading behind, stepping forward, working on that front foot, working on that behind that jab, taking his time. James Evans just circling out to his left, just keeping it moving. Nice check left hook. Oh, big right hand. Two big right hands landed by Price Taylor on James Evans. Back on that lead hand. Nice work. Lead hand to the body, a backhand over. Oh man, big right hand by Price Taylor. Price Taylor's hitting him with some big shots. James Evans taking some big shots here from Price Taylor. Okay, there we go. James Evans slips off, leans off of his left, and comes right up top with a backhand with a right hand that hits Price Taylor square. Oh, good footwork by Price Taylor right there, trying to slip that lead hand, get in there, and land some big shots for himself here. Not too sure how much time is left here on the clock. There's no clock on the screen here. Got to be about close to the end of the round. Yeah, there he goes. End of the round right there. Yeah, man. Let's see here what we got going on here. Shout out to Hands Parock in the building, listening to you on the right nights. No doubt, man, for sure, man. SOB TV in the building. What's good with you, man? Alan says 0 rogue done. Someone's getting knocked out. Yeah, man, for sure. What's good? Brian Dow said the dude came out to the Price is Right theme song. Nasty work. No doubt. For sure. Yes, these two big dudes, man. Price Right, a big guy, but the ring is smaller, so he's just taking his time working behind his jab, setting him up with those big right hands. But he's got a little bit of athleticism to him as far as good shot selection. You know what I mean? Couple check left hooks to the body. I saw him step up under James Evans' lead hand, and he got a little footwork going for him. James Evans gonna have to figure out how to get some respect from this guy, though. I can tell you right now, he's looking to walk through everything James Evans has, and James Evans doesn't hit him with something significant, it's gonna be a bad night for him, a short night for him too as well. Shout out to New Era TV in the building. What's good with you, King? There we go. Is Price Taylor continues to control the center of the ring here, working behind that jab. Seems to trying to get a little bit more active. James Evans trying to double up on that jab. Big overhand right by Price Taylor. I hope I'm right by who's who, man. I really do hope I'm right, man, because I have no way of telling who's who, bro. I'm completely guessing 100%. And it might be the other guy, man. I can tell you, is it? I don't know, man. Is James Evans the one in the black and pink shorts? It's horrible, man. Yeah, I was right. I'm right. James Evans is in the black short, and Price Taylor is in the black and pink shorts. I'm right. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get back on it, man. 2 minutes left here in the second round here. James Evans lands a big right hand right there on that exchange. Oh, another big right. He's trying to lean into the shots a little bit, but Price Taylor taking his time. And Price looks like he just got heavy hands. So he's just looking just to land a shot. And he doesn't, obviously, he's probably trying to pace himself. Looks like a big guy right now. I'm not too sure what kind of shape he's in. I think somebody said it earlier. I'm not too sure how much road work got done for either one of these guys in their camp. But there goes Price Taylor sticking him to the body right there. Already kind of, breathing a little bit. You already see kind of breathing heavy a little bit. Right hand right there, tries to shoot it to the body. Continues to work behind that lead hand. James Evans having an active lead hand himself, working behind that jab. He's being way more active in this one, working out Price Taylor a little bit right now. Nice. There we go. He stabs into the body with that lead hand. Let's work on the gas tank of Taylor. Good body shot. Good body shot by James Evans. Continue to be patient. Straight right hand by Price Taylor. Price Taylor swings hard with a left uppercut, it looks like, but just really laboring through the punches a little bit now. Kind of getting lazy with his shots. There we go. Nice check left hook by Price Taylor. James Evans keeping his hands high and trying to work behind that lead hand, taking his time. Both these guys already getting to that point where you already see they're starting to show the fatigue is starting to set in, but let's see if they can hold it down, man. This is only an 8-round fight here. 30-second mark getting ready to be approaching in the second round here as Price Taylor's just kind of like laboring a little bit. I don't know, man. I'm not here. Yeah, hey, man, it's early in the fight. It is what it is, but I think he's laboring kind of early. Personally, James Evans, nice left hook to the body right there by James Evans. Doubles up, triples up on that jab. Price Taylor does a little bit of a dance, shakes his hips left to right, I guess, to show that he's having a good time. Getting ready to hit the 10-second mark here in the second round. Continuing to work behind that jab right there as James Evans continues to work with that lead hand, stabbing him to the body, sticking him up top, check left hook right over the top. Right over the top of that lead hand, of that backhand of Price Taylor. That's the end of the round. Good round for James Evans. I'd have to score that round for James Evans right there. Probably 1-1 because I thought Price did a good job in the first round. So I'll have it 1-1 at this point. What you guys got it here in the building, man? James in the black. There you go. Brooklyn cocky out here, no doubt. Oh, he from Brooklyn? James Evans, is Price, you saying James Evans is in the black? James in the black? James Evans, right. James Evans and Price Taylor's in the black and pink. So you saying James is from Brooklyn? I hope they are heavyweights, New Era, because there's some big dudes in there. Big dudes in the ring right now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Of course, I don't have to tell you guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Do that right now. We're covering the Clarissa Shields, Franchon Crews undercard right here. Well, looks like I would say this is the main card, right? The main card. Man, he dancing in the ring right now. Price Taylor dancing in the ring right now, having a good time. All right, Price. Let's see what you got, Price. Having a good time, stabbing him to the body. James Evans just saying discipline, man, staying behind that jab. Price trying to show a little bit of swag in the ring, trying to show that he's gonna get in there. Let's see what he's able to do. He shoots his own lead hand to the body, lead hand up top. Seems like he's trying to bait James Evans into overextending a little bit so he can make him pay here. James Evans just staying disciplined and patient, working behind that jab, level change to the body right there. He's just not going to bite or feed into the games that Price Taylor's trying to play right now. James just staying very disciplined. Very good work right there. Good lead hand to the body. You know, with these big heavyweights, they gotta be careful, right? Anybody can get it in the ring with the heavyweights. Oh, big right hand by Price Taylor comes right across the top. Hurts James Evans. Oh, a nasty left hook to the body of James Evans right there. As James Evans tries to laugh it off and keep it moving. Big overhand right by James Evans, rushing Price Taylor, bringing the pressure to Price Taylor as he's sitting there in the corner. Gets stabbed to the body by James Evans. Price Taylor is such a character inside that ring, but James Evans trying to get back what he lost. Price continues to dance and have a good time inside that ring, working behind that lead hand. Step into big overhand right by Price Taylor. James Evans ties him up right there in the corner. Here's the referee. The referee tries to separate him. Price Taylor just dancing in the ring, having a good time with his little 1-2 step into him right there. Gets up underneath that lead hand and gets tied up by James Evans right there. Keeps on dancing. Continue to move around here. Steps around James Evans. Back on that lead hand. Continue to get back on that lead hand. Dips under that lead hand. Comes over with a heavy overhand right, but James Evans gets out the way. James Evans doubles up on that jab. Price responds with his own backhand. Walking down, James Evans gets him in the corner. Hits him with another right hand. Has him in that corner. They're inside of a close range situation. Price Taylor breaks off the tie right there. Continues to stalk him down. Should I say? Big right hand hits James Evans right there on the chin again. James Evans doubles up on that jab. Level change to the body. Lead hand by Price. 45 seconds left here in the third round. Good work by James Evans right there. Hits him with a nice check left hook on the way out. Circling out the way of Price Taylor. Price Taylor kind of laboring. I don't know, man. The shots are kind of wide and lazy, man. I think good short shots by James Evans is giving him a little bit of an edge here in this fight. Even though Price Taylor, you can kind of see the writing on the wall with how bad it can get if he hits you clean. I think James Evans still doing a good job of being slick, keeping his punches short and staying on that jab, right? And taking his time and moving Price around the ring a little bit, testing that condition, that tank. Nice short check, nice short backhand right there from James Evans. There Price goes with a big wide overhand, hits nothing but air. Yeah, he goes, tries to shoot another right hand. That's the end of that round right there. I'm probably going to give that round to James Evans, to be honest with you. I mean, Price is being entertaining with the antics and everything like that. But, I mean, as far as effectively boxing in the ring, I think I got to give it to James Evans. I give it 2-1 James Evans. Even though there was a big right hand landed there. Big right hand landed by Price Taylor. That was pretty much his moment. That was about it. Yeah, I got it 2 rounds to 1. 2 rounds to 1. Salute to everybody in the building again, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We're covering the Clarissa Sheilds, Franchon Crews undercard right now. Might be the main card. I'm not too sure. Price. T.J. Evans. Price 10, 9, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10. Here we go. Top of the third round right now. Price Taylor creeping across, keeping his head low, man, on his games. James Evans about business, though, staying behind that lead hand, taking his time. There we go. Trying to time out what James Evans do. His Price, nice shot by Price Taylor, comes over the top with a big right hand. Referee separates him. They were tied up here. 2 minutes and 30-second mark just passed here in the third round. James Evans continues to work off that back foot, but here goes a big backhand by James Evans. Stabs him to the body. Continue to just work on Price Taylor, doubling up on that jab right there, outscoring Price Taylor at this point. But I don't think Price Taylor's going for a decision here. Looks like he's probably going to try to stop this fight here. So he's more so concerned about closing that space, slipping those shots, and landing that big right hand. James Evans is I'm sure very aware of that at this point. There we go. James Evans coming over with a sort of a check left hook over the top of that backhand of Price Taylor. Continuing to work here. Comes over with a big right hand. James Evans comes over. There's a right hand by Price Taylor hits him with a nice. I like those 2 short shots Price Taylor hit him with, man. Real pop shots, just real quick. Just checked him over with a left hook and then hit him with that backhand, man. I think it was some heavy shots. He didn't put all his weight into it, but it was some good shots. Big right hand lands for Price Taylor again. James Evans looks like he might be hurt. Big right hand by Price. Price hits him with a left hook to the body. Another overhand right. Another left hand to the body. James Evans trying to tie up Price Taylor. At this point, I'm pretty sure he's hurt right now. James Evans down to one knee right now. The referee is letting Price Taylor know. Watch out with the dirty tactic. Good body work. Oh man, good body work. Good body work from from Price Taylor as he does a little dance in the corner. James Evans getting a standing 8 count right now. Let's see if he's able to hang in there, man. Let's see what happens. Nice left hook to the body again to James Evans. Overhand right by Price Taylor. Big overhand right by Price Taylor again. Back on that lead hand. Straight right hand. Left hand to the body. Big right hand over the top. Puts James Evans out on his back. James Evans gets right back up, but it was a big shot. It was a big shot by Price Taylor. Price Taylor showing out right now. Oh, man, looks like that body's hurting him the way he's bending over right there. Oh, man, big. Price Taylor coming in for the kill, man. He's coming in for the kill. Big right hand. Oh, knocks the referee down. The referee gets knocked down. Big right hand over the top for Price Taylor. James Evans trying to fight back right now. That's the end of the round. Is that the end of the round? Price Taylor is a character, man. He doing his thing inside that ring. He dancing, having a good time. Oh, Price Taylor's a character, man. Wow. Have I seen this guy fight? I don't think I've seen him fight before. I haven't seen him fight before. Yo, he's very entertaining, man. But he's also got some heavy hands. You can see, man. Everything he's hitting James Evans with is some significant shots. Michael Blackson in the background catching a fight there with his little entourage. Big shots here. It was the body work that made the difference here for Price Taylor in this round, though. Price Taylor really investing in the body in this round, and you can see that really broke down James Evans. Now, that finally was the answer to James Evans' movement, right? And once Price was able to get him to stand right there inside of the ring with him and not move around, he was able to let off his shots, sit on his shots a lot more, and it became a lot worse for James Evans at that point, man. A lot worse for him, man. Top of the 4th round right now, or top of the 5th round right now. Obviously that last round was a 10-8 round. And of course my screen is frozen for some reason. There we go. We're back on point. Oh, nice. James Evans working nice with a nice uppercut getting up in there. That was nice, but yeah, Price neutralized another left hand to the body. Big overhand right by Price Taylor. James Evans is swinging for the big left hand to the body, overhand right. Good work by Price Taylor, man. I mean, he's wide with his punches. I think he'd be a little more effective if he was a little bit more shorter with his punches, but he's putting it on James Evans right now. James Evans is catching all the work. Oh, yeah, bro. Price Taylor takes it to him. James Evans takes that knee. Tries to recover from that onslaught right now. Referee counting. Are you ready to continue? The referee waves it off. Waves it off as James Evans must have communicated to the referee that was about it for him. Price Taylor, man, does the work. A crowd pleaser, big entertainer for the crowd, walking around the ring, bringing all that energy, all that swag, all that personality. All that personality. Price Taylor, man. Keep your eye on Price Taylor. Team Price Taylor, man. I'm going to keep a closer eye on this guy, man. That was my first time, I think, really seeing him do his thing in the ring, man. He did his thing, man. He did his thing. He did his thing. Did his thing, man. Everybody in the building, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Okay, Price is saying something. Let me see what he's saying, man. He's an entertaining person. I want to hear what he says, man. Let me see what he's saying. Oh, no, he didn't say anything. Okay. They already got it away. I like him, man. Coming out of Brooklyn. Seems like the crowd might be. Let me see what the crowd is saying to him. Man, yeah, Price Taylor proves to 11-0, man. Good work, man. Good work. Entertaining person, man. He's still dancing in the ring right now. He's still doing his thing. Still entertaining the camera. Still being that an entertainer. Price Taylor, the entertainer. What's he about to do right now? Hold up. What's he doing? Oh, he dancing. He having a good time. You gotta give it up to him though, man, for being a dude that big, man. He got some dancing feet, man. He moving around. He needed some space. You had to make some space around there, around the ring. Everybody give him some space. He's holding, he's controlling a lot of the real estate in the ring, but an entertaining dude. Or more importantly, putting in the work in the ring, getting those stoppages. That was the first time I seen him. He's 11-0. What's his knockout ratio? It's probably, let me see here. Price Taylor. I'm not familiar with him, man. 11 wins, 7 knockouts. Okay. 6'4". All right. His last 2 fights went the full 8 rounds. So this round, he got back to his knocking out ways. Back to his knockout ways in this last fight right here against James Evans. Hey, man, I ain't mad at him, man. I ain't mad at him at all, man. What we got going on in the chat says it's over. Sheila's going to beat her badly tonight. Chicken 936 Salute says, in the end, we only regret the opportunities we didn't take. Attack the day, man. I like that. I like that, Chick 936. I like it, man. I do, man. I like that. You ain't lying, man. Looks like we're gonna get a little interview in here. Let me hear what's going on in the ring right now. Yeah, man, up and coming heavyweight right now. But you know, I'm hard pressed. I'm hard pressed to bring up the topic about activity and where this guy's going. Obviously, Salinas is going to try to move him as good as possible. How old is he here? Let's see here. How old is Price Taylor? He looks like he's young though. I'm not gonna lie. 29 years old. Listen, man, he's talking about aiming for the WBO title. He's talking about aiming at the WBO title. We know who's holding it right now, Fabio Wardley, and we know other people who are in line, like Moses Atalma. These guys are in line for that title fight. Hopefully, Salinas can get him to the big show, man, and get him an opportunity to do something special. But you can't help but I can't help in bringing up the idea of Zuffa for a guy like this, right? Young up and coming heavyweight. You want to have opponents. You want to be active. When he's talented. Decent record, obviously, no losses, good knockout ratio. He wants to be active. He wants the world to see him, man. He needs a stage. I mean, right here, this is nice that he's fighting here against a James Evans on a prelim card with about a stadium that's about 25% full watching him. But I mean, who exactly is getting excited about this guy? I mean, I'm covering him. Shout out to the community who asked me to cover this fight. But I mean, how many people are watching Price Taylor do his thing, man? You know? You gotta ask yourself that, and where would he benefit, man? Currently, Zuffa just picked up 3 heavyweights, one of them being Andy Ruiz. Rumors circulating, maybe it might be Jared Anderson, might be another one. Maybe it might be Michael Hunter is another one. I'm not too sure. We'll see as the news rolls out. But yeah, man, I can see a guy like this getting some good work in a division that's, going to keep him active. I don't know. When was the last time that he fought here? Let me see here. Last fight he had was... What was the last fight here for my guy Price Taylor here? Price Taylor fought in December. That's not too bad. He fought in December. He's staying pretty active. And then before that in July, then June. Okay, he's had a pretty active year. 2025, he's been pretty active. So he just started going going pro in 2023. December, January. He's been pretty active, man. They've been keeping him pretty active, man. Hopefully they can get him in position right now to do something, to get an opportunity to do something special. Very active. No names of any kind on his record, but still very active. JR said, Claymore, what's your thoughts on Ajit and versus Moses? Man, I love that fight, man. I love, the thing is, Ajit Caballero is a fighter who is still trying to find him an opponent that can take him into some championship rounds, right? Let's see if we can get him past 6-7 rounds so we can see how he deals with that kind of environment. But all the writing on the wall says that Ajit Caballero is the future of the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? He's going to be top 3 for a long time in the division. You know what I mean? And eventually, I'm sure at some point he'll be number 1, and then he'll probably, go one, keep on moving between that 1, 2, 3 spot and figuring it out, right? But at the end of the day, I love it. I think that Ajit Caballero is somebody who looks a little more disciplined, a little bit more structured. Obviously, that body campaign he has is different. That separates him from a lot of his peers in the division. But as far as the fight, man, I'd love to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to see Moses Atama get an opportunity at doing something against a top 5 heavyweight. I think he's just about earned his way there. Let's see what he does with Jermaine Franklin in the coming weeks. Let's see what he does, man. I'm going to actually mute this for 2 seconds. Let me see here. How can Sheilds put a weight clause on a heavyweight fight? That's unlimited weight division. Is that what she did? I want to see what Oscar De La Hoya talking about right now. Let's see if Showbiz got the heart to do the work. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya and Showbiz doing an interview. Showbiz doing a good job of keeping his job at the zone. That's what's up. J.R. Spark says, my gut feeling says Ajit wins within 7 rounds. Hey, man, I'm not mad at you, man. I think that Moses Atama, I think Ajit Caballero is a great fighter, right? And he's able to do some special things. But I am going to say, I'm going to throw a little pushback at the idea of Ajit winning this fight. And let's talk about Moses winning this fight for a second, because Ajit Caballero, I don't know if he's been in the ring with a Moses Atama. And I'm saying that because he's had an opportunity to get up in there with a Frank Sanchez who was looking like, let's be honest, not looking like, he came in there with an injury. So his mobility, his ability to move around the ring like he normally does wasn't there. But he did what he was supposed to do, and he got Sanchez out there. He had another fight in between there as well. I just can't remember the name of the guy, so I won't even try to butcher it. But let's go into the fight he had with Zhilei Zhang, an older, big fighter, right? He was able to work him to the body, pretty much standing right in front of him. He was able to take advantage of him. And even the fight he had with Makhmudov was a fight where Makhmudov was just a big guy who couldn't really move out the way. He looked good in his last fight he just recently had. I can't remember the guy he fought, but it was, once again, a dude who wasn't as mobile. Moses Atama is going to bring some athleticism. And the thing about Moses Atama on top of the athleticism is Moses is not looking to get away from you. Moses is looking to position himself to punch on you from angles. And he has a lot of power that he can, he's shooting from the hip, right? With a lot of power, very accurate, very short puncher, very a good lead hand. Ajit's going to have to weather a storm to get to the body of Moses Atama. I think Moses Atama could probably hurt Ajit Caballero before he could get that body campaign going. So I think it'd be a great fight to see stylistically, watch those guys clash. But I wouldn't just give it all away to Agit Cabello just because I don't know that Agit Cabello's competition has gotten him ready for an athletic fighter like Moses Atama. But on the other side, if you're thinking about it, I'll say it for you. Moses Atama hasn't seen an Agit Cabello either, so we'd have to see Moses also adjust to that. But I think there's some intangibles in there that makes that fight a little bit more competitive than people might think it might be. But also Moses Atama bringing that youth, that athleticism, that power, that makes a difference in these kind of fights. So I'd be excited to see the fight one way or the other, though. For sure, man. Let's see here, man. Brian Dial says, I think we're going to see an upset tonight, calling it first. Maybe, man. We got a lot of passion, a lot of emotion in the main event tonight, following that crazy media day face-off yesterday, or the weigh-ins, whatever it was. That takes it up another level. You know what I mean? You might see a Dezurn. I think what I believe in my heart is that we're going to see a fight. I believe we're going to see a real fight between Clarissa Shields and Crews. I mean, you got just the amount of boxing pedigree mixed with just the right amount of some street, dare I say, hood rat energy. I think we're gonna see a scrap, I think, between these females in the ring tonight, man. I'm hoping at the end of it they can all, squash whatever beef they got going on. I'm not too sure. Dezurn seemed to be very disturbed by a lot of things that were going on that she says behind the scenes that we didn't get to see on camera. But it is what it is, man. Looking forward to see the fight, and looking forward to see if Shields has been able to continue to develop that power and acclimate to the division and become more of a puncher. She's been punching a lot more lately. She showed us the power she could do when she fought against Daniela. I think that I'm gonna be excited to see her put it together. We know Clarissa Shields is probably one of the most decorated female boxers, if not the most decorated female boxer in the history of the sport. What she's done in the Olympics, we know what she can do with her hands. We know that she's a great boxer, but in the heavyweight division, she's trying to let her hair down a little more. She's trying to sit on her punches a lot more, and she wants to start putting people away. Let's see if Dezurn Crews can be the first person she does that to, right? We'll see. We'll definitely see, man. Let's see here. That's the male event. Hans Brock says Shields KO round 8. I like it, man. I like it. Alan, am I lying though? Just enough. Good boxing pedigree between both of them, but we got just enough of that ghetto. You remember how it is, man. If you're from the hood, you know what it is. I know the way I talk properly has people thinking I'm from Bel Air. I wish I was, but I'm not. You know what it is to see two real ass. I got words I would use. This is Ramadan, but two ladies cut from that same cloth. We know how I can look in the middle of the yard, you know what I mean, when they're getting it in, right? It is what it is, man. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of that tonight. Maybe that's what this fight needed. Maybe that fight needed that little animosity in there to kind of put that in. Yeah, look, it's got me calling it. I wasn't going to even call it. I wasn't going to call the fight. JR Spock says, for some reason, I feel like Shields is going to dominate. For some reason? I mean, it is what it is. So we got some light heavyweight action going on in the ring here. Daniela Perkins against Kinali, man. We got the biggins in the room today, man. 171 pounds for Kinali, 174.4 pounds for Daniela Perkins, man. Y'all remember Daniela. He was in the ring with Clarissa. And Clarissa hit Daniela with a big shot, you know what I mean? And sat her down in her pockets. But look, good experience for her, right? Let's see what she's able to do, man. We've got two biggins in the ring. Let's see what they're able to do. JR Spock says women get vicious. They tear each other's faces off if they could. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, women are like, I'm not trying to insult women, right? But women are kind of like insects. If you ever watch, just stay with me. If you ever watch the Insect Wars, there was a show that used to be on National Geographic, I think it was, called on Animal Planet, called the Insect Wars. And you would see the insects, have fights. So like different insects, would have war, and how vicious it would get. They'd eat each other. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't just beat on each other. They'd eat each other. And it was so crazy. And they used to put the Godzilla music, as they were fighting each other. And you just said, every time I watch one of those insect wars, I always said to myself, thank God them things are small. Thank God they're insects. Because you imagine if those things were moving around the earth, 150 pounds, 250 pounds. Oh my goodness, bro. I think they're more apex predator than a lot of these tigers. I mean, what would a lion do with a 250-pound tarantula? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. You know what I mean? A 400-pound scorpion. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no tiger ain't do nothing with that. A bear might pet, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a fight, man. It's gonna be a fight. So I definitely feel like, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense when you say with JR, when you said women get vicious. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Women got that real, they can get savage up in there, man. Very competitive. Very competitive spirit. Danielle Perkins bouncing around right now. Got somebody rapping. Let me hear what the bars are. Let me see what Danielle Perkins working with. Yeah, I don't know what that girl was spitting. I don't know how them bars are going, but I'm waiting on the other girl to come into the ring right now. I'm interested in seeing what Daniela Perkins can do, though. This one right now, Danielle Perkins is fighting. What's her name? Let me see what her name is. What her name is? Shay Canali. Tall, 5-0. 5-0, man. What's the knockout ratio for her? 2 knockouts, 5 wins. Standing at 6 foot tall, 73-inch arm reach. Obviously, I ain't never seen these ladies fight before, so it's gonna be interesting. She's walking up into the ring with a WBA title of some sort, a WBA title with 5 fights on her five total fights on her record. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Mm-mm. That ring is real small, man. If this is the ring, I mean, it's got to be the ring that Clarissa and Franchon gonna fight in. This is gonna be a small ring, man. I look at these women, like these green girls. I'm just so happy I got a beautiful wife. Like I got a straight beautiful wife, bro. Because women know how to cake it up now, man. You don't know what you getting. You have no idea what you getting. You in the club, you getting that best version, that $150, $200 makeup job, and all of a sudden they wash that off, and it's just like, you know what I mean? You get a Daniela Perkins. I'll do Daniela Perkins, man. Shout out to Daniela Perkins, man. Shout out, man. You never know what you getting, man. Shout out to Danielle Perkins, man. Beautiful, beautiful black woman, man. Beautiful black woman. I'm happy I found me one, man. We good. I'm good, man. I know what I got. I know she can do that too, though. She can do that makeup thing too, though. And that could be interesting, but I know outside the makeup, official business. We good. Two very tall women, man. They look like heavyweights. They're just light heavyweights. Wow. Right, Brian? We good, right? The world has changed, man. I tell my son I don't envy him, man. He 18 years old. I said, man, find somebody you love, find somebody you trust, and get out the way, man, as soon as you can. Don't be out here playing, man, because these women are getting better. These men getting better at dressing like women. They're getting the surgeries. Man, listen, bro. I don't want to play that game. I don't even want to be in that game. There we go. Top of the first round. Daniela shoots straight to the body, trying to be loose, shooting that jab out there, fading up top, going down to the body. Shay, it looks like she's taking her time bouncing around, working behind her lead hand, trying to stay on point right there. Good work. Shay Kennelly taking her time working behind that jab. Daniela Perkins looking like she's just trying to set up that big left hand, trying to use that ring, use that movement, be comfortable, be loose. We'll see how that works for her right there. Reaching with that lead hand right there, trying to check with the right hook. Shay Kennelly doing a good job of just staying active with that lead hand, holding the center of the ring, trying not to get caught up on the ropes. I could tell you right now, you can see that Danielle Perkins is the one trying. She's the bigger, even though they're about the same size, she's the bigger opponent. She's the more denser, bigger. You can kind of see the arms are bigger, you know what I mean? The shoulders. She's holding that high guard up high. Ooh, nice shot right there by Chanel. Nice 1-2 right down the middle by Chanel, by Shay, what is it? Kennelly? Shay Kennelly. Good work right there. 1-2 right down the middle. Danielle Perkins rushing her a little bit right there, throwing those shots right there, but good work. Shay Kennelly fighting. Danielle Perkins getting up in that mid-range. I don't know if she's good working inside that close range like that. Looks like she'd probably be a lot more powerful at the end of her punches rather than being caught in that close mid-range. But, ooh, man, crazy feint. She feints down and Shay bites on that feint, jumps right the hell up out the way. There we go. Good work by Shay Kennelly, man. But Danielle, good work by Shay Kennelly, man. I'm sorry. She's fighting her off. Danielle Perkins trying to, bully her a little bit, work behind that jab. But she punches a little too wide, man, to be fighting inside that close range. She's going to have a hard time getting her shots in there. Nice right. Look at that jab. Just caught Danielle Perkins and sent her right back in the row. I'm giving Shay Kennelly that round. I don't know about you guys. I'm giving Shay the round, man. You guys let me know what you got on the scorecard. I want to be fair, but I feel like Perkins was a little wide, a little messy in there. I mean, she was getting tagged up. Kennelly was hitting her with some clean shots. What you guys got going on here? I think Shay took that first round, man. Shout out Curtis Robinson in the building. What's good, family? What's good with you, King? You know what I mean? Okay, you got Danelli. Okay, Curtis Robinson has Danielle with Danielson. Oh my goodness, man, you messing me up. What's her name? Danielle. Last name Perkins. Danielle Perkins. Right, Danielle Perkins. Right, exactly. You got Danielle. Okay, because you got Danelli up here throwing me off. Salute Isaiah GQ in the building, man. Top of the second round right now. Danielle Perkins taking the center of the ring right now, working behind that jab a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. The punches have gotten way shorter for Danielle Perkins, man. Way shorter. Very good. As Shay Kennelly continues to try to work the outside of the ring, moving, circling out to her right. Nice shot right there. Straight right hand right down the middle for Kennelly, but Perkins responds with her own combination right there. And it looks like it kind of threw her off a little bit. Good work by both ladies in the ring trying to make it happen. Danielle Perkins working her game, stalking. Good work by showing a little bit of athleticism there by Danielle Perkins, taking her times now stalking her, coming in for that kill. Nice straight right hand. Good. Oh my good, man. Big check right hooks for Danielle Perkins and nice straight right hands. Nice straight left hand for Danielle Perkins right there. Shay Kennelly letting off her shots, but not discouraging Danielle Perkins. Danielle Perkins definitely with the effect. Oh, big shots by Danielle Perkins right there. Got bad intentions. Oh, she looked mean too. I don't like how mean she looking. My goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Straight left hand with a big overhand check right hook, man, for Danielle Perkins. Now starting to get a little more. Shoots that straight left hand, shoots that big right hand, using that athleticism, getting up under what she's using. Yo, big girl got some athleticism on her. Getting up under those shots. Wow. Daniela Perkins showing that athleticism. There we go. Oh man, big shot lands there for Danielle Perkins, but yo, pay attention. Shay Kennelly's hitting her with those straight right hands, man. She's catching them with those shots. They're there. She's catching them. Daniela Perkins is definitely doing what she's doing, but Shay Kennelly's not just going out like no punk. There we go. Nothing. Danielle Perkins says they ain't gonna do it. Straight right hand. Here we go. Straight left hand to the body. Big right hands to the top. Big right hands to the body. Big right hands over that lead hand. Continue to work. Oh, what a straight left hand by Daniela Perkins. Catches Kennelly. A big straight left hand. Catches her on the ropes. And she looks out on her feet a little bit there. She looks out on her feet, man. Thank God. She might have got saved by the bell. Those 2-minute rounds, they go by fast, huh? Yeah, I got to give that one to Perkins, man. Easy money. Daniela Perkins took that round all day. Yeah, said Perkins throwing wild punches. If Kennelly throw punches down the middle, she can hurt Perkins 100%. Those straight right hands coming down the middle by Shay Kennelly, they're clean, man. But without a doubt, Danielle Perkins, when she hits her, she's hitting her with a lot of power, man. A lot of power, especially with that straight left hand. When that straight left hand comes up, it looks bad. It looks bad for her. 2-0 Perkins. I ain't mad at you, man. I got it 1-up right now. I gave Shay Kennelly that first round. But Danielle Perkins won that second round handily. Let's see if she's able to build on that momentum, and let's see if Shay can make some adjustments, because she has some decent offense when she's letting her hand go, but she looks like she's having a hard time dealing with that pressure coming from Danielle Perkins. Top of the third round, Danielle Perkins steps and takes the center of the ring generalship. You know, she takes that center of the ring and starts working behind that jab. Shay Kennelly trying to time her out and time out her own straight right hand right there, but kind of swatting and catching these shots that Danielle Perkins is throwing, rather than getting the head off the line and slipping those shots. She might want to do that rather than try to catch all these shots with her gloves. It's kind of hard to do that, you know what I mean? But nice jab right there. Nice straight right hand to the body from Shay Kennelly. Danielle Perkins with a straight left hand right down the middle. Shay Kennelly has to work on her head movement, man. She's right there. Her head is right on the line, and she's getting hit. She's got to move her head better off that line right there. She's right there for Danielle Perkins to put that work on her. Danielle Perkins look mean, man. Boom, coming in there, punching across her body. Still, you can see the amateur energy coming from Daniela Perkins, but she's a big puncher, so she's able to get away with it. But, you know, she's got some fundamental flaws in the way she's carrying it. Yeah, but there they are working on that ropes. This is not where Shay Kennelly wants to be here. Doesn't want to be on the ropes. Nice check left hook on the way out there, catches Danielle Perkins. Danielle Perkins continues to work behind that lead hand, walking her down. Danielle Perkins keeping her hands low now, not worried about the power coming back from Shay Kennelly. Shay Kennelly, nice work by Shay Kennelly right there. Nice work, straight right hand, nice check left hook. That was a good little flurry of punches coming from Shay Kennelly. Good scoring going on right there. We just hitting the 15-second mark of this round. Let's see what she's able to do. She needs to get her head off that line. Good work by Shay Kennelly letting her hands go, but Daniela Perkins really putting that pressure on her, really smothering all what she's doing and hitting her with those. Look at that right hand from Daniela Perkins, man. Good work inside that clinch. Yeah, that head is on the line. Yeah, it's a fight for sure, man. You got a 2-1? Yeah, I got a 2-1 as well. 2-1 for Perkins. I gave Perkins that round for sure. Mark Nash in the building. Salute, King. What's up? What's up? What's up? There she is, walking into the building with the squad. Franchon Crews walking in the building with the squad. And there goes a couple right there. There goes a couple. Clarissa Shields and Papoose walking into the building with the furs. She walking in there with the dress. Every time I see Clarissa Shields, I'll be thinking about her being a mom. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she wants to be one so bad. She ready for Papoose to shoot that club up. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to get this career out the way. She just want to be a mom. You just see it, man. She love her some Papoose, man. Papoose got her. You know what I mean? I think I'm happy for him, man. I like the way they're holding it down, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That black love, man. You can't never dismiss or knock that black love down, man. 1 minute and 35-second mark here in the fourth round here. Daniela Perkins is having a good time. Woo! Straight left hand comes right down the middle. She's starting to do the capoeira in the middle. She's dancing high on her toes. Very comfortable, obviously, not worried about the power coming back from Shea Kennelly. Now literally just having a good time stalking her. Big left hand right there, stepping through, trying to use that athleticism to get up in there and hit her with a big shot. Trying to entertain the crowd a little bit. Yeah, Perkins having a good time, laughing right now, doing the Ali shuffle up in there. Yeah, but Perkins, I need you to do something. You're doing all that dancing, or you're going to do something. You're going to let your hands go after you do that. You know what I mean? Oh, good work to the body. Shea Kennelly, great work to the body. Turns her right then. Another more work to the body. Straight left hand. Good work. Big overhand right by Kennelly. Turns Perkins over into the corner right there. Hey, man, Kennelly, man. Kennelly looked good right there, man. There wasn't too much going on by Perkins earlier. You got to say Kennelly's taking the round just with that. Look at that beautiful backhand to the body by Kennelly. Tries to switch it up and go up top. Perkins better take it seriously. She's going to mess around, get to those cards and be upset. She's going to be upset at those cards. Kennelly having a second win here in the fourth round, about to tie it up, make it 2-2 on my cards. 20 seconds left in this round right here. Perkins playing around a little too much, hanging out in the middle of the ring, showboating a little too much. Kennelly being very active. Look at the work by Kennelly, letting her hands go. There we go. Oh, big right hand by Perkins. Pins her. Big right hand again. Oh, Perkins with an uppercut. Oh, straight right hand again. Oh, nice little short little check level. Ooh, nasty. That's nasty. Yeah, Perkins took that. Woo. Woo. Yeah, Mark, she's doing a lot. She better get her out of there, man. Getting those championship rounds, it's going to get disgusting. It's going to get disgusting, all that jumping around. And if you're going to do all that jumping around at the end of it, let your hands go. Do something, man. Shout out Curtis Robertson in the building. Got a 3-1. Me too, man. I do got a 3-1, man. I thought Shea Kennelly was starting to run away with it a little bit. Thought Perkins was showboating just a little bit too much in the ring. But look, man, when Perkins decided to stop playing, that big lead right hook started to talking volumes. Big right hand. Big right hand again. Big right hand again. Big left. Big right. Oh, man. It got nasty in there. It did. It got nasty in there. It got nasty. But let's see if Shea Kennelly can do something, man. I mean, she's taking some big shots, showing she got a chin. She got some punch resistance. But I like it when she lets her hands go and she moves around. She can score. But she hasn't been able to hurt Perkins or discourage Perkins into doing all that pressure that she's coming forward with. Until she figures that out, I think it's going to be a bad night for her. Perkins look like she's been a little bit more serious, holding down the center ring. Good punches. There it goes. Shea Kennelly with some good shots, man. Good shot placement for Shea Kennelly. And honestly, you can see the sloppiness in Perkins. Perkins got a sloppiness about her, but look at that. Look at the beautiful shots right there that Kennelly scored on her right there. Boom, boom, boom. And Perkins trying to dance and having a good time. Working behind that jab. Ooh, nice straight left hand. Nice straight left hand lands for Perkins. But Perkins threw that big right hook. Like, it just came so wide, man. So sloppy, man. Trying to show that she's slick. Trying to dance and have a good time in that ring. Oh, there we go. Kennelly trying to get some respect and shoots a hard right hand right down the middle. Stops Perkins from doing all that dancing. Perkins taking the time now. Picking her shots. There she goes. Steps off to the right. Steps off to the right. Steps off to the left. Steps off to the left. But she does nothing. All that movement, and she's not doing nothing with the movement. It's wasted movement. She's not getting in position. She's not getting those shots off. I mean, That's a lot of showboating without anything on the back end. It's just going to end up being burnt calories, right? A lot of burnt energy. A lot of burnt energy. Canali continue to stay patient behind her own jab and trying to set up her own right hand. Perkins is sitting in that high guard, stalking her right there. There she is on the ropes. There we go. Canali working, fighting off those ropes. Big right hand by Perkins as Canali tries to get off the line. Good work to the body by Canali. Good overhand right by Canali right there. There we go. Nice check left hook. Nice. There we go. Nice straight left hand by Perkins. Canali continue to work though. Good clean punches by Canali in this round, man. Good clean punches. Perkins punching wide, man. Big backhand. Canali has to do two things: stay off the ropes and move her head. For the love of everything holy, move your head off the line and keep your back off those ropes. But not a bad round right there. I'm going to give that round to Canali. Sorry, guys, if you disagree with me, but I'm going to give it to Shay. I'm going to give that round to Shay, man. I'm going to give that round to Shay. So I got it 3-2. 3 rounds of 2 for Perkins. $70 people in the building. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, hit the like button, man. Come on now. We got 70 people in here. Let's hit that like button. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's do right by the likes, man. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Come on. Come on now. Let's get the likes up. Good work. Good work. Damn, time goes far in these 2-minute rounds, man. Daniela Perkins trying to work. Good work by Canali putting the pressure, letting her hands go. But Perkins just pushes her back, man. Caneli just a little too light in the ass, man. Let's be honest. She's just a little too light in the ass. Perkins working behind that lead hand, walking down Caneli. There we go. Trying to make her look at the right. Look at my left. Look at my left. Here comes the right. Nice left hand. There we go. Caneli ties her up. Shay Caneli. The like button should be on the screen. If you're working from your phone, double tap the phone. It's a thumbs up button. The thumbs up button. You see the thumbs up? Dwayne, it's on the screen. Either hit the thumbs up or if you're on your phone, double tap it. Double tap your phone, and that'll get the like. Let's go. Oh, man. I missed that. I was looking down, man. This girl bleeding out her whole nose and her mouth. It's over for her, man. Oh, man. She bleeding out her mouth. What happened? Why she bleeding out her mouth like that? Her jaw just get broken? Whoa. I missed the shot. Hey, yo, she bleeding out her mouth profusely. What happened? Did she split her lip? Did she split her lip? Is it her nose? What's leaking like that? Well, look, man, this is saying, man, knockouts clean up all the mistakes, no matter what it looked like that was going on in the ring. That knockout. Let's see the replay on that. I missed it. I was looking down here trying to help my guy out find the like button. I missed it, man. Help me out here. Help me out. Let me see here. Show me the replay. Show me the replay. There we go. Oh, big check left hook. Oh, yeah, bro. Check left. There we go. It was that check right hook, man. Bong. Oh, Lord, child. Oh, God. There it is, man. Immediately leaking, man. Big. Look at that. Big left hand, big right hand. Goodbye. Let the church say amen. Boop. Good shot, man. Man, that was a good shot, man. Put her out, man. She had a smile when she hit the ground. She's like, I ain't gonna lie. That one did it to me. Let's see if the crowd loving or not. All right. Got a champion, right? A WBA champion who what was the last fight that she fought here? Let me see something here. Let me see something here. Daniela, when was the last time? Let me see. Daniela. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of crazy how these titles work. I mean, once again, we got a Daniela Perkins coming off of a loss, unanimous decision loss where she got knocked down by Clarissa Shield back in February 2025. Here we are, February 2026, and she's walking right into another title shot. I mean, it is what it is, right? You can't make this up. It's hard. It's difficult to take the title seriously. It just is, man. But I understand. I really do understand to a large degree, especially with the females. But once again, structure, man. The lawless nature of the sport sometimes makes it hard to keep up. It wasn't by KO. She got knocked down. She lost by unanimous decision. She got up. Yeah, she was a basketball player. Yep. Is that KO the year for the women? It might be. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, for sure. Lack of competition. Definitely Cool Breeze. 100%. 100%. I understand. You ain't lying. I understand. 75 people in the building. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button for sure. Let's grow the channel and definitely hit the like button, man. And I thank you in advance for doing that. Thank you, man. Shout out to Alan. Land One, new member of the channel, man. Salute, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man, for supporting the channel. Guys, feel free to go ahead and hit those memberships up, help the channel stay up. You know what I mean? That's what is it, like $3.99? I don't even remember how much it is, but subscribe to the channel and become a member as well and help the channel grow. All the money goes into making the channel better, man, growing. You guys see how I've improved since day one. Done a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the cameras, whether it's the lights, whether it's the background that you're seeing here. We working all types of things, right? Programs that we help edit, about to start editing some shorts and all the things that we invest in to try to make this experience what it is, man. So I appreciate everything you guys are able to do for the channel, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, she is. She's sitting there with a WBA title around her waist. She's feeling good. She's a champion. Let's see what Chris Mannix can get out of her, man. Chris Mannix on the interview. I'm gonna hit y'all on the mute real quick. Let's see what she says.
Kind of backed off a little.
Shot it. Fighters on the zone, Renee. On the zone. Clay, she with the Rex crew now. That's what she said. She said she confided in Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Well, Clarissa Shields is working with Salida Promotions. Obviously, got that $8 million deal. So we don't know what came with it. Maybe Clarissa Shields is a partnership of some sort. Her boyfriend Papoose is partnering up with Salidas too on this one. So she might be a boss, man. Like Amanda Serrano is with MVP Promotion, and maybe she's working with a lot of these ladies. Maybe this is a card that she's co-promoting here, and she has her own fighter on the card. That's interesting, right? It is what it is, right? Maybe that's what she's doing. Clarissa Shields out here doing big boss moves, you know what I mean? Trying to put it together. Planning her exit. Just called out Shadeja, Savannah Marshall, Raquel Miller. I like to see her and Shadeja Green. I think that'd be a good fight. Shadeja Green versus Danielle Perkins. What do y'all think about that? I think that'd be a good fight. Not yet, Byron Thomas. Not yet, man. I think we should be getting ready to go into the main event shortly here. We just saw Danielle Perkins knock out Shay Canale. So if this is a co-headliner, which it might be, I'm expecting that we should be seeing Clarissa Shields next, which would be awesome. Because if I don't gotta be up late tonight covering boxing, that'd be a blessing in itself, right? So we might be going into the main event. She does? Okay. Okay, Cool Breeze. That makes sense. Yeah, Curtis, calling them out, man. Calling them out for sure. Calling it out for sure. All right, looks like they're building up to whatever the next fight's going to be. So let's get on some small talk. Last night's card was interesting, man. Amazingly enough, a lot of people, if you don't mind putting it in the chat, who did y'all have winning between Gary Antoine Russell and Andy Hiroka? I'm just wondering. I called the fight. You guys watched me call the fight, and I gave my scorecard. But what did you guys have the fight going with? I personally thought Andy Hiroka won the fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I thought she won the fight. He won the fight, excuse me. But a lot of people didn't I don't know. I'm seeing in the space. Obviously, we saw what Shakur said. He thought that Gary Antoine won the fight. But I see a lot of people who are respecting the space, content creators who are going with Gary Antoine Russell, just felt like Andy Hiroka wasn't doing enough to take the rounds, that he was having a lot of moments, and I guess the general consensus was Gary Antoine was in control of the fight. I don't know if that's what I saw, guys. What did you guys have in the building? Who'd you have winning the fight? I had Andy. Yeah, Big Sarge says I had Andy. If y'all could put it in the chat, man, Andy Cruz, Gary Antoine Russell. I don't know, man. And look, shout out to Gary Antoine Russell for getting that win. He's still a champion, and he's still in the conversation to help unify that division. You guys know we want to see the big fights, right? Gary Antoine versus Dalton versus Shakur, right? We don't care. Richardson Hitchens, who didn't show up last night because he had some physical He was sick, right? He couldn't make the fight happen, but we definitely want to see the champions, and I think it's very realistic to see the champions unify at 140 if everybody just becomes available. I think Dalton Smith has an Alberto Puello fight in front of him that he needs to handle, but once he's able to get through that, if he's able to get through that, we can see some unification. So I'm glad to see Gary Antoine in the conversation, but I thought Andy Hiroko did a great job last night. The body work was just such good body work in there. I thought it had a big effect, hurt Gary Antoine at times. I mean, besides that low blow, I thought Andy Hiroko did a good job in there. I don't know what you guys saw. I don't see anybody communicating or engaging in the chat, so it is what it is, right? Let me see here. Curtis Robinson says that low blow killed the fight with Andy. Yeah, the low blow took a point away. I mean, the point got taken away. I agree, but I don't know if that was enough to make the difference, man. Thought Andy Hiroko handled the second half of that fight pretty convincingly. You know what I mean? I thought he took it, man. I thought he took at least 1 to 2 of the first couple of rounds. You know what I'm saying? In the fight as well. You know what I mean? Gary did his thing in the beginning of that fight for sure, but I thought Andy was able to squeeze out some early rounds as well and handle that second half. I had it 8-4 on my scorecard. I'm willing to go 7-5 and give Andy Hiroko it for 7-5, but I don't see how anybody had it, where Gary won the fight. I don't know, man. Let me see here. Him Juice says I had Gary up 1 or a draw, but either way, close ass fight. Okay. Hey man, I got to rewatch that fight. It's a fight I plan on rewatching today. I just didn't get a chance to do it. Today was a little bit of a busy day for me, but yeah, I thought that was an interesting call on that fight right there. But Gary Antoine in general in that fight, fast, good movement, you know what I'm saying? A lot of punches and bunches, you know what I'm saying? Good work inside the close range when they were tied up. He was doing a lot of good work in there. Andy Hiroko obviously coming from that 18-hour flight with his visa issues, ended up landing on Thursday. The fight was on Saturday, so he had to acclimate to the environment and everything. But look, all in all, taking everything in consideration, I thought both fighters showed up in a real way, for sure. Let me see. Curtis Robinson said, I had Gary turn it up 11-12. Okay. I got to rewatch it, man. I don't know. When you're covering boxing all day long, like I was doing, maybe, maybe my eyes, I just need to watch it. You know what I mean? That's it. I just need to watch it, man. Let me see here. Him Juice says I wouldn't have been mad if Andy won either, because there was a lot of swing rounds that could have went either way, honestly. Okay. Eastside said Gary got his gift. I'm trying to tell you, I think he got hooked up, man. His brother said, get back to the game plan. Yeah. Eastside, man, I'm with you, man. I think he got gifted, man, but I'm not mad at the gift, man. It is what it is, man. If you're going to come to a champion's backyard, you got to take it from the champion. You can't have a close fight and be upset that you didn't walk away with the belt. And, Andy Hiroko didn't protest it. He seemed like he was okay with the decision, understanding. So, I think Andy Hiroko made more than an argument for himself as one of the most talented dudes at 140 pounds, right? You want to see Andy Hiroko in another fight. I personally said on the show last night, let's get an Andy Hiroko versus Subriel Matias. What do you think, guys? Andy Hiroko versus Subriel Matias at 140. You know what I mean? Let's see, put it as an eliminator. I don't care. Get him in there and get him scrapping, man. Let's see Andy Hiroko versus Subriel Matias, right? And let's see Gary Antoine Russell. This is what I have for Richardson Hitchens. I want to be clear. Richardson Hitchens, if you're watching my show by any chance, either unify with Gary Antoine Russell or go to 147. That's it. I don't want to see nothing else. I don't even want to see the Oscar Duarte fight anymore. I don't even want to see that fight no more. Unify with Gary Antoine Russell or go to 147. That's it. Anything else, I'm done. I don't want to see Hitchens do nothing else at 140 except for make a big fight or leave and go to 147. Can I get an amen in the chat? Let's see here. My guy Sean Field said a lot of people have avoided Hiroko. He'd be good for Zuffa. I think he'd be good for Zuffa too, Sean. I think he'd be good for Zuffa too. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a lot of fighters out here who aren't active who I'm like, go to Zuffa. Even Hitchens, you having an issue? You don't want to fight here? You want to go? I don't know. I want to see these fighters active. If you can't figure it out there in that space, you ain't got no home. Hitchens is homeless. He ain't got Matchroom. He ain't got Top Rank. He ain't got the PBC. He ain't got Queensberry. He ain't got nobody but Keith Connolly. Keith Connolly just sent Conor Ben over to Zuffa Boxing. Hitchens, go join him. 147. Let's build that division up over in Zuffa Boxing and see you guys fight every three to 4 months. I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? Albright too. Send Albright over there. Let me hear Albright go over to Zuffa, man. Too Rich for Boxing. What's good with Too Rich? I respect the belts in the building. Says a draw at best. At best, a draw at best. But who'd you have winning? Did you feel like Gary Antoine did enough to win that fight? Did you like that decision? And the scorecards was, I don't care who said what you guys say in the chat. The scorecards was ridiculous. 117. What was it? 117, 111 on one card, and 116, 112 on two cards. Pack that up and get that up out of boxing. That was not an accurate scorecard at all. Not at all. And Mary Carter in the building. Amir Carter says, Soroka showed up yesterday night. I became a fan of him. And that's good. That's what's always good on the back end of a fight like that. Even in a loss, the way he competed against a game opponent like Gary Antoine Russell, you got to celebrate what Hiroka did last night. You know what I mean? For sure, man. Too Rich, man. What'd you think about that fight, man? Too Rich, man. Hold up, bro. I need you up here, bro. Don't go nowhere, bro. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to put the link out there. I want you to tell me what you thought about that Gary Antoine Russell fight last night, man. I thought that fight was an interesting fight, man. Too Rich, hit that link, man. I need to know. I need that breakdown. I need that breakdown on the Gary Antoine fight, man. Because I saw the fight, and I think I saw something else than what a lot of people saw. Clearly, some people in my chat didn't see it that way, but a lot of people did. But, I mean, the crowd was booing, if I'm correct. The crowd was booing at the decision. So, I'm interested in what you saw in that fight because I feel like I saw Gary Antoine Russell take a loss last night again against a guy who stayed behind his jab, who was boxing, and decides to work on the inside and not allow Gary Antoine Russell to bully him on the inside. Am I bugging? That's what I thought I saw. Muarib Salam in the building. What's good, family? That's what I thought I saw. I thought I saw a fighter who was getting domesticated by a jab, who Andy Hiroka was able to control the distance on a large part of that fight. And I also saw a fighter who made the proper adjustments on the inside and began to become very effective on the body work on the inside. Big left and right hooks to the body. He was very active on the inside, and I feel like I've seen him hurt Gary Antoine Russell at some point in time. I mean, outside of that low blow, I thought Andy Hiroka handled himself like a champion. Yeah, Mary. Amir, I'm sorry. I said Amir. Sorry about that. Right and exact. No decision was bad in that fight. Okay, Marab. I ain't mad, man. I ain't mad, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm really not mad, man. I'm actually happy for Gary Antoine Russell. I wanted him to win, and I wanted to see him in these big fights. So I'm not upset, but I guess I'm just a little bit more curious because I feel like I scored that differently. And I'm just like, damn, did I miss something? I didn't see that. I just didn't see it. You know what I mean? I didn't see Gary Antoine walk off with that fight, man. Walk off with that win. Oh, man, this is a good fight right here, man. Oh, man, Overton in the ring. Okay. Out of Philly, man. Let's get it, man. I didn't know he was fighting. This is going to be a good fight, guys. This fight right here is going to be a good fight. Let me see here. Yeah, Teef Overton is fighting Joseph George. This is going to be a good fight, man. 14-0, 13-1. This is a good fight right here. This fight's going to be a real good fight. Light heavyweight, this is going to be a good fight. I'm going to love calling this fight. That's what's up. I didn't even know he was on the card. If you guys can't tell, I haven't even checked to see who was on the undercard here. I didn't even check to see who's on the undercard, man. So it is what it is. Good surprise for me, man. I'm going to love calling this fight. I'm excited to call this fight right here. Rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. Excuse me eating, guys. I'm just munching, watching the fight, man. Hanging out with you guys. Trying to enjoy myself. Trying to enjoy myself. It's not normally what I'm trying to do, but hey, man. I thought this was going to be a little more intimate. Shout out to all everybody tapped in. I really didn't expect that many people to show up. I'm happy you guys showed up, man. Appreciate the support, man. You know what I mean? Hit the like button while you're in the building. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, take a moment to go ahead and do that as well. Too Rich, you at work? You at work. Too Rich at work. He can't come on the channel, bro. Boo. Hold on. Let me hit you with a boo, Too Rich. Let me hook you up, bro. The people talking. The people talking to you. It's not me. It's not me, Too Rich. You're not hitting the link. You ain't coming up here giving us a breakdown. The people ain't feeling it, bro. It is what it is, bro. What do you want me to say, Too Rich? That's what they saying, bro. They mad at you, bro. Artist 2C says, Reverend Jesse Jackson was a member of my church in Chicago, Salem Baptist Church. He was in a wheelchair at the church during Christmas time. Oh, man, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Eduardo Alvarez says, still can't believe Ryan 12 old Barrios. Shout out to Ryan Garcia for doing what he did last night. But Mario Barrios really should consider retiring. It's about time. You know, yeah, he really got outclassed to a point last night to where I feel like he might consider retiring. 12-0, you're a champion, bro. Ryan Garcia coming off of a loss against Rolly Romero. You know what I mean? No commitment to the sport. No real, like, he's just right now trying to figure it out. And I'm not saying you're supposed to win that fight. I'm saying you can't win a round? Nah, diabolical, bro. It's time, man. It's time. You did what you came to do, man. You got yourself a couple of paydays, Manny Pacquiao payday, Ryan Garcia payday. You've made some paydays, man. Get out the way, bro. Get out the way. That fight might have made it so bad where it's not even worth having you on nobody's resume. Can't nobody even do well having you in a resume. Yo, Atif doing his thing, man, coming with that energy, bro. Atif just like Philly with the bib on, man. Hey, yo, Atif doing his thing, bro. He got the goals in his mouth. Philly in the building. Hey, Philly, stand up. Philly, stand up, man. Philly, stand up. There he is. Hold on a second. There he is. Too Rich in the building.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me? My connection might be bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. Definitely.
Yeah, man. I had Andy winning that fight, man. Now I missed the first couple rounds, and people were trying to tell me that Gary won the first 4 rounds. But from what I saw, man, I had Andy winning that fight, man.
Yeah, I got my scorecard right here. Hold on a second. I gave Andy Hiroka the first round because Gary was just really just walking around the ring, kind of getting that processing that data. Just over a lack of activity from Gary Antoine, I gave it to Hiroka. But I got no problem with somebody who wants to give it to him as well. They can give him that first round because I definitely gave Gary the second, the third round, and then I gave Gary the fourth round, and then from the fifth, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, let me see here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, I gave to Andy Hiroka. Then he had that low blow in the 10th round, and Gary was winning that round. You know what I'm saying? And then the last 2 rounds I give to Andy Hiroka. I had it 8-4, bro.
Yeah, man. That I feel like that's what I saw. Now I understand they might have gave Gary a 10-8 round for that round with the low blow. But
Right.
even with that, man, ain't no way in the world Gary won that fight.
Yeah. It was 7-5 for me. With the point, it was 8-4, but with the point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought that Hiroka did enough, and like you said, a draw because I know he in the backyard of Gary. You know what I mean? He in America. Listen, man, you got to take the belt away. So I walk away with a draw, but the scorecards was 117, 111 on one card, 116, 112 on 2 cards, bro. I didn't get it.
They made it like Gary blowed him out. They no way near that, man. I had Andy winning that fight, man. But like you say, because he in another man country, I said, okay, a draw. Give him a draw, and they can rematch it. But they act like Gary blowed the fight away. That ain't what I saw.
Nah, I didn't see it, man. I thought Andy did a good job adjusting to that work on the inside that Gary was doing. He was very active on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Got crazy with those body shots. And I thought he controlled the fight with. I think he took a page out of Alberto Puello when he added a good body campaign, right? Work behind that jab.
He was digging to the body. I mean, I thought he was gonna stop him.
Yeah, I thought Gary was gonna take a knee at one point. I thought
at least a knee. Yeah, exactly.
But shout out to Gary Antoine Russell showing that grit, man. He did what he had to do, man. He got a victory. I'm not mad at the victory because I want to see him in those fights, right? I want to see him against the Dalton Smiths, the Shakurs, the Richardson Hitchens. I want to see him involved in the unification conversation. But I mean, I just think Andy Roca had a great night last night, man. All considering when you think about him flying, the issues he had with his visa, you know what I'm saying? Landing days before, I thought he did good, man.
And like I said, I wasn't that impressed with Gary, but what I will say, he was in there with a tough opponent. So I got to give him that. Like you say, that's a good fight. And I think they gave Gary some points for the little shoe shiner he was doing, man. But them punches didn't have nothing on them.
Yeah.
They didn't have nothing on them. So, it was a good fight, though, man. I tell you that, man. That was a good comparable fight. But, I think they robbed Andy on that one.
Were you okay with the Near Albright Frank Martin draw? I had it a draw on my cards.
I had it a draw. I had that. There was some good fights, man. They were good comparable fights at the levels those fighter was at, man. And that Frank and Albright fight, that was a good fight. And I think the winner of the night, man, were the coaches, man. They gave good advice, man, that didn't allow their fighter to stay in the hole too long. So I thought the coaches did a good job, man. And that was a draw. That was a draw. They need to run that back, man. I like Albright, man. See, Albright's style may be the style. I could see Albright giving Shakur problems.
Yeah.
See, that's the style that beat the boxer, that awkward style, that jumping out the front foot and just jump in, leap in, like when he don't expect you to, man. That guy's a problem, man.
Facts. I agree. I think Near Albright is understated, but I wonder if he's going to get too many more opportunities, man. Who's he working with? You know what I'm saying? That side of the conversation, the traditional boxing side is so political, man. Looking like look at Lamont Roach, you know what I'm saying? 2 draws, you know what I'm saying? And you got to ask, like, what's the next fight for him? Who's going to give him another opportunity to do what he has to do? Is he going to end up back inside of a pro box ring again? Pretty much. That's what it looks like at this point. I mean, Shakur looks tied up. He looks like he's looking at Ryan. He's looking at, you know what I mean? He's looking at these other fights. who's going to give Lamont Roach an opportunity, who's going to give Nahir Albright. I say if Nahir can't figure it out, go to Zuffa, bro.
Go to Zuffa, man. Yeah, man. But like you said, he's definitely in that Roach category where they're tough fights, but they might not always do enough to win. You know, guys like that, they got to get more off. Don't just survive. Don't just make a good fight. You got to do enough to win, man.
Definitely. I'm looking at Atif Overton right now in the ring right now. I like Atif, light heavyweight Atif Overton, man, out of Philadelphia, man. He got a nice little style about him, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard the name. I ain't looking at it right now. But what weight class?
Light heavyweight, man.
Light heavyweight. Okay, light heavyweight. Okay.
The light heavyweight division cooking a little bit on the low. They got a part of it that's cooking that's just not there yet. But it's, you know what I mean, with Najee Lope, you know what I'm saying, Lopez and all those dudes in there. They got a little generation coming up that just hasn't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like they're right there at the bottom, but I like it because they're all together. You know what I'm saying? So when they finally show up, I think the light heavyweight division gonna get interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, what you thought about the Ryan fight?
I mean, look, Ryan dominated, but Mario Barrios, man, just, you know, I'm upset a little bit because I wanted Mario Barrios to kind of force Ryan to do more. You know what I mean? He made it easy for Ryan to just sit there and just kind of work behind that jab and shoot that right hand whenever he felt like shooting it. And you know, to Ryan's credit, he wasn't even using that left hook as much. You know what I mean? He was letting it go, but he was being real, like, he wasn't like ODing with the left hook like he normally does. To be honest with you, the right hand was what he was showcasing last night. I think I like that Ryan was ready. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, what's going on? This dude just fell out on the floor, bro.
Oh God.
What happened here? Oh, what happened? I missed it. This dude just fell out, bro.
They didn't start fighting?
No, they fell. They started fighting, but he went over to his corner. Oh man, he out of here, bro. They're trying to wake him up. Oh, this is diabolical. I gotta see the replay. What happened? Show the replay. Oh, he waking up. He passed out. He waking up. He trying to get up now. They're trying to make sure he take his time, but he passed out.
Damn.
Did he have a seizure or something? Oh man, Blaze, what's good, man?
Oh man, salute! Just watching you with the drama.
Did you see it? This dude just fell out, bro. This dude just fell out.
I haven't got to the fight yet.
Bro, he was in the corner. It was in between rounds. This dude just fell out, bro. Like he face planted, bro. They were rubbing on his chest, trying to wake him up. Right, you know, they lifted his legs up. They were rubbing him on his chest. You know how it goes.
What round was it?
Like right after the first round, like in the middle of the first and the second round. He didn't get hurt by the teeth. The teeth didn't hurt him, bro. That's not what happened, man. He just had a problem, bro. He had a medical emergency, bro. That's crazy, bro. They still trying to get him together, man. Yo, he was gone. At first, I thought it was like they were trying to revive him, it looked like, but I guess he just passed out. I think he had a seizure, bro. Man, bro. That's why they say you don't play boxing, man. Don't play boxing, bro. What you doing inside the ring getting punched in your head and you have seizures, bro? That's not the move. That's not a good look for you. Looks like they got him together, though. Looks like they're getting him up. Atif is over there trying to like get in between the crowd right there and show him some love, I guess. They got the camera way too far. Okay, there we go. He's hugging him, letting him know he all good. He's up. He's on his feet. Atif is talking to him. What happened, man? Show the replay.
Damn.
I want to know. I ain't see the replay because I was talking, running my mouth because the round was over. So I'm like, all right, let me get back at it with Too Rich. And this dude just fell out. He looked like he's shocked right now. They talking to him about what happened. He like, what? Atif is like, yo, nah, bro. He don't know what happened. He's thinking Atif knocked him out. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. There's a moment happening right now inside the ring where boy getting the news about what really happened. Atif like, I ain't even hit you, bro. He's like, sit down, man. He's like, I ain't hit you. He's like, what? You know what I'm saying? You can tell. He's like, what happened? And they're like, nah, bro, you just fell out. And his face is like, what are you talking about? Oh, he's upset, bro. They didn't tell him what happened. He thought he got knocked out. He thought he got clipped.
Damn.
He thought he got clipped, bro. Hold on a second. While y'all talk, let me just put the sound on because I'm over here trying to read lips and whatnot. Hold on.
Rich, you watching the fights? I ain't got to him yet.
Hey, Blade, what you think about the Ryan fight last night?
Hey, man, I'm listen. The thing is this, regardless of how I feel about it, because you know what I say, I got a bias against Ryan, right? What Ryan did was handle his business in 4K under the bright lights. You feel me?
Okay.
Look good. You see what I'm saying? So he's the face of boxing now. Like straight up, like whether I like it or not. You feel me?
Ryan ain't no face of boxing, bro. No
listen,
way.
he's the money fight at 147. He's the money fight. No, listen, Clay, listen to me. Clay, listen to me.
Listen, we gotta let it settle, man.
We'll talk about it.
Let's wait till Wednesday, Blaze. Let's let it settle in your spirit, bro.
Clay.
Like it's fresh.
No, Clay. The biggest fight worth the most money is Devin versus Ryan, bro. That's the biggest fight.
Hey,
Devin versus Rolly's a big fight. Devin versus Rolly's a big fight, and then I think the Shakur thing. I think that's pump fake. I think that's just leverage for Devin.
Yeah, they need to let that go, man.
No, they're not gonna do it. He's gonna be fighting for that belt, and he's not gonna weight drain himself. He damn near died making this weight, so he ain't going to 144.
Yeah,
you feel me? He survived his weight drain. He survived his cut.
His boxing is diabolical.
Man, no, what I'm talking about is the money fight. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, I'm glad to see Devin posted at Haney Garcia too. You saw he posted that?
Man, I don't care about no post. They better make the contract.
Hey, but that's a step in the right direction, though. It's a step. That's the fight that need to happen, man.
Rich, is listen, all the Haneyacks, all the Haney fans, they are pressed right now because that's the only fight that matters. That's the only thing Devin can say right now.
Oh, I just seen the replay. That's crazy.
What happened?
Just seen the replay, bro. Oh, wow, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Did he get hit?
No, bro. He sat in the chair, took a swig of water. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy. He just sat there on the chair, bro. Took a swig of water, bro. Was listening to him, was like,
that's medical,
chair, bro.
Yeah, that's medical. No, that's a seizure, heart murmur or something.
I want to know how much would he weigh in at if he had a hard weight cut. These boxers,
that's what it sounds like a weight cut. Yeah.
That's the way they been moving, Rich. You feel me?
My
the way
God,
we've been seeing all this weight bullying. You know?
Yeah.
We've been seeing these weight cuts, man. We've been getting to see these weight cuts and how they impact these fights, man.
Well,
so I don't got enough information for that one, though.
Shakur spoke on that a little bit, and they asked him a good question. They said, what do you feel about, are most fighters at this point not fighting in their proper weight classes? And I think we know that, all right? As boxing fans who've been watching this, we know that most fighters, there's an argument there to say that Devin was not in his weight class for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why to a certain point, you give Devin some credit to be like, because that's part of the fight right there, cutting that weight and still being strong inside the ring. But without a doubt, when fighters get into their weight classes, like I think Devin's in his element right now at 147, now you start seeing him becoming a little bit more dangerous. Not only is he a good boxer, but he's punching a little bit.
But I disagree, though, Clay.
Wow.
I disagree, Clay. I think Devin's an ultimate weight bully. I think Devin should at least be at 154, and I'm gonna give you the math for you. Just think about this: if you're junior welterweight or junior middleweight champion, if you're 154 champion with the IBF weight belt, right? You got the IBF title, right? At 154. When you do the next day, when the same day rehydration to 10 plus, you're only going to be weighing in at 164. Devin had already weighed in more than 164 stepping into the ring at lower classes. So that's when it'd be like when we actually talk about the math or the weight for us to be uniform for what we be seeing, and then you see people struggle. We see people struggle with the IBF. We even see Ryan struggle with the WBC on how they kind of staggered it out. Like he had to have certain benchmarks, had the $5,000 fine on the front end of one of those initial weigh-ins. We're getting to see right before our eyes, like, who's really supposed to be at whose weight classes. So that's my only disagreement with you is Devin should be even higher because he couldn't even fight for the IBF 154 if he's going to blow up to 165, 170 when he get in the ring.
Hey, Blade, but let me tell you what the problem with that is. It makes the assumption that the guys at 154 ain't doing the same exact thing. Some of them
I
guys, if you
think
do that, some of them guys gonna be at 160. They ain't gonna even be at
exactly.
154.
They're all gonna do that, Rich, because that's a part of like the culture now. But we watching these weight cuts and we watching a double-edged sword of them. We watching individuals that can do it more relatively more healthier than others. Because I wouldn't even say it's relatively healthy altogether. I don't know. But there's a healthy way to cut weight, and then there's an unhealthy way to cut weight. And you see these guys with their lifestyle and their disciplines or whatever on how they be getting ultimately to the scale, then it'd be like that be the issue. I my thing is I don't say nothing about it because it is what it is. It's a part of boxing. So I don't believe medically for the best. I'll be looking for the best interest of the sport for the fighter, right? I don't be thinking it's in their best interest to do that, but they be doing that and they be getting an advantage or disadvantage. A lot of them be getting an advantage because we know if you can come in with skills being somewhat equal and you can come in 10 pounds, 15 pounds, possibly heavier than the next person. Come on, man. It makes a difference. And the other person, if they slick enough, they ain't gonna let you punch you with the extra 15 pounds. But if they ain't, then it's like, hey man, they do it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my only particular point. The way you could cut it all out is put the 10-pound rehydration on every sanctioning body. See what I'm saying?
Yo,
I think they
guys,
And at
need to
least there's
go.
a
I think
cap.
they need to
hold
go
on a
up to
second.
12. I think they
Hold
need
on
to
one
go up to
second.
12 pounds.
Hold
The
on.
IB,
They
yeah, I
just
heard they
gave.
might
Hey,
even be
hold on,
raising it.
hold on. They just gave Atif Overton a technical knockout decision on this. I want to ask you guys. This guy fought one round, passed out in between the rounds. I know it's kind of unique, but isn't that a no contest?
Yeah, that sounds like a no contest.
But
It didn't go
but
four
the reason
rounds. It didn't go 4 rounds.
But he stopped. It's
I'm
not
gonna
like he
play
got
the
a cut. It
advocate.
was a
I'm gonna
stop by
play
the
the
referee.
opposite. I'm gonna play the opposite side. I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this. You could technically make it a technical knockout because it's like, all right, they had one round, punches were exchanged. It's not like it was an incidental headbutt or a cut because you can
Right.
see that. And if it get worse, then you got the 4-round rule because it don't affect either one. But it's like both of them stepped into the ring. Boom, wasn't nothing. There wasn't no type of violation. You go back, one fall out. Then it's like I think you would give it to him. It's like if we both stepped into the ring, Clay or Rich, and then I just stepped right out. You feel me? Even though it's a medical feint, but it ain't necessarily your fault. But I think that kind of counts as a TKO. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know because it
guess.
might have
Yeah.
been by a
I mean,
punch.
clearly it's a
He might have
TKO because
punched him
that's what
and
they
it was
gave him.
delayed. You see what I'm saying? If he punched the boy one time, it might have been he might have already. You feel me?
You might have
Didn't
hurt him,
punch
and
him.
it just didn't resonate. Didn't really.
Yeah, it could. We don't know. So that's why it's like you take that away from a teeth. And it wasn't his fault that old boy had a medical issue. That's. But I don't know. Maybe they might have. They might come back after they see what actually happened and he's diagnosed or something,
Yeah,
and they
where
might
Atif from? I thought Atif
change
was
it.
from Philly. Isn't he from Philly? Atif Overton? Isn't he from Philly? Or is he from Detroit? Hold on.
Well, I'm not sure.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna see you right now, real quick here. No, yeah, he from Philly. That's what I thought. He from Philly for sure. He got a Detroit hat on his head. That's what I'm asking. I'm like, what he got in
Yeah.
Detroit? He probably just playing to the crowd a little bit. I thought that was interesting, but I mean, clearly the rules. Listen, man, it is what it is. He's undefeated, and it's not like I felt like he lost or what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I think it's kind of I don't know, putting the L on the dude's record is kind of I'm saying. If I was him, I'd
That's
feel
why I say
like
they might
Joseph
they might
George.
look at it. They might
Yeah,
look
if I
at it
was
and say
Joseph
if it was
George,
a
I'd be like, come
seizure or
on, bro.
something.
Y'all know that boy ain't knocked me out. He even hurt me. He ain't like he knocked me down. You didn't even see me get hurt in the fight. We just walked around. It was a first round. We were both boxing. You know what I'm trying to say? I ain't get hit no
You
with
think he'll appeal it?
crazy. I would. I think I would, man. I don't know. Too Rich, would you appeal that?
Definitely. I mean, I would try, but like, I understand Blade's point. Like you said, the guy in the ring, it ain't the other guy's fault that you fell out, but it just seemed like because it was medical, it's
Right.
so
Yeah, but
obvious, so
I think you
egregious.
could petition for that. I think they could
Yeah,
petition for that, Rich. Like later on,
yeah,
if it's diagnosed and they say, "Hey, you had a seizure," then it's like it
Right.
makes
yeah,
Like, bro,
sense.
I'm
But
in the
like we
yeah.
don't know
corner
now.
sitting on my stool, bro. Not hurt, getting instructions, drinking some water. I'm not hurt at all. The dude was never hurt. Like it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
They
he
might
just
change
never.
it. They might change it. We just don't know how it's gonna play out ultimately. But that makes sense though, because look, just think if it come and they diagnose a seizure, then it's like they know it wasn't a punch. They seen it, him had a seizure. It'll be a
Yeah.
no contest. The teeth can respect it, but the teeth, man, I've been looking at a little bit of tape of the teeth, man. He southpaw too, man. He love, man. He got pepper on his punches, but
Atif nice, bro. He
Yeah,
nice, man.
listen,
That light
man, he
heavyweight.
nice, man. I like that. Yeah,
I was talking about
175.
that light heavyweight division, man. That generation. You know what I'm saying? Ben Whitaker, Najee
Yeah.
Lopez, Ezra, Atif. They got like a little and they all around each other. So when they come up, it's gonna be right around that same time, and boom, it's gonna be lit for the light heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying?
You think any of them will unify one day?
I think that listen, I think this whole generation, okay, he got hit with a crazy shot. I guess he did get hit with a crazy shot around the left side of his head. Look, they're showing the replay right now, bro. He's sitting there, he takes some water on his head, boom, that boy just fell. That's crazy. Wait till y'all catch this replay. Catch this replay when you get a chance. It looks crazy, bro. My man sat down on the chair, was getting instructions, shaking his head like, yeah, we good. He said like this, got some water poured in his mouth, and right when that guy tried to put the ice on the back of his neck, that boy said, chew. Boom. Face planted, bro. Face planted, bro. Crazy. Crazy. Atif was looking crazy too. Atif got on 4 like, hey, what the hell's going on? He got on the ground. And then there was a part right here that's showing where Atif is giving him a hug, talking to him, right? Saying, man, hey, man, this, that, and the other. And then you see the dude like, what? What happened? He's like, because he's congratulating Atif, like, hey, man, good fight, man. You did what you had to do. Atif like, nah, bro, I ain't doing nothing to you, bro. I ain't do that to you. He's like, what? What are you talking about, bro? He's like, hey, bro, I ain't touching you. You see him like having the face. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I don't know what happened to you. And then the other guy comes up like, hey, nah, bro. And Steve like, hey, man, you see a Steve like, yo, you just need to sit down, man. Sit down,
Yeah, damn, I already know real time. That's crazy. I'm glad he all right. I hope he all right, man. You know,
me too.
man.
I hope he does his thing. But yeah, that light heavyweight division, man, that generation of light heavyweights coming up right now, it's going to be good to see them come up. And I think they're going to come up just around the right time for like the David Benavidez little generation to kind of fight those guys. Like the top guys are going to have guys to fight. Like Caleb Smith ain't going to be involved in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? But like David Morrell is going to be involved in that conversation. Osley Iglesias is going to go up there. He's going to be part of that conversation. Like I can already picture like a good 7 light heavyweights, 7 to 10 light heavyweights that we're going to want to see fight each other, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's just the one thing up there with that light heavyweight division is a war of attrition up there, man. Because, you know, you get punched one time and it'll change your life. You know,
yeah.
That's why I became a fan of Jai, because man, Jai broke his jaw and still dug deep and won that fight and then beat that dude again.
You think David Benavidez comes back? Are you expecting David Benavidez to come back to the light heavyweight division?
Possibly. I mean, one thing about it, man. Shout out to David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Jr. You know, I'm up here in the Northwest, and so last year I was able to go to their compound, to the Benavidez compound, and with an amateur sparring match. They had like 24 fights. You know, some guys from my neighborhood. You know, as far as some youngins was fighting as well up in that tournament, and so they got a whole compound. I was able to see his hyperbolic chamber and everything. So it's like one thing about David Benavidez and them guys is like, nah, they done built a whole compound for David. That's where you be seeing them on them social media, or you see them big bags they be hitting, or you seen Ryan in that gym. That's their compound. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it for the culture up here in the Northwest too. So I think David will do, if he says it, he'll do it. I think he means it like that. I don't think he wouldn't say it if he wouldn't do it.
I think his intention is clearly to do it. I don't think he's like capping.
Yeah.
I'm questioning, will he physically be able to do that?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think he can at his young age. And like I said, I seen this hyperbolic chamber, Clay. They got a hyperbolic chamber over there. You hear me? So you know,
it's scientific. It's scientific over there.
Scientific. It's scientific. And then when you look at that Benavidez,
he's not just cutting back on the waffles and the burgers and trying to get the weight down.
Yeah, nah, they got the sports psychologists over there. They scan your brain over there. And you feel me? On everything. No. I was in that.
Sort of like Robert Garcia is doing something very similar too. He's done something very similar with his gym too. He's got that kind of gym as well. And obviously we know what Zuffa's offering people. Shout out to my brother Blue Blood Sports TV in the building, said there's not a single boxer fighting in their natural weight class outside of the heavyweights, period. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. All these jokers doing the same thing. Hey, think about it like this, man. You know, it's just like when you inside, you know what everybody doing. They know what sizes them guys is, and so people are campaigning because they at a certain weight class because they know what other guys are campaigning at and what their real size is. You know, think about when we saw Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence had to be, when Crawford first got to 147, Errol Spence had to be at least 165 pounds, man, at least. You know what I mean? So all them guys doing that. That's why I don't really harp on that a lot. You make the weight, man. I don't really care about that.
Well, here's where I'm at. I don't harp on it, but I think it's an interesting point of conversation just off the strength of watching what Richardson Hitchens went through last night, not being able to make the fight, right? So if we got fighters who are not making the right decisions, because I think you got the fighters who can make the weight and compete, right? There's one thing to cut the weight and be in a weight class to where, you know what I'm saying, you cut the weight healthy, but the guys that are hanging there too long, you know what I'm saying, and for what? You know what I mean? To leverage that title and leverage that to get to the money, right? And I'll bring it full circle because I'm always plotting, right? When I'm talking, I'm always got a bigger picture that I'm trying to get to. I'm looking at what Zuffa Boxing is bringing to the space for a lot of these fighters, and I'm looking at the extent that the fighters in the traditional side of the space is going to the sacrifice that they're making before they can even get inside the ring in order to be part of the biggest conversations. Whereas I think just off of a merit-based system, certain fighters have earned their way there, should just be in those conversations is based off what they've done in the ring, their rankings that they're climbing up, the fighters that they're defeating. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting the next guy up and getting that opportunity. But you got fighters who are like, yo, I would go over there, but ain't nothing over there for me. They're not going, you know what I mean? Just too much. So I'm gonna stay here a little longer.
I would just say this about Zuffa and even with the UFC and them guys, it's like, hey, we've been noticing the best fighters, and even when it comes to weight, they're gonna cut weight healthy no matter how much weight they cutting. And they use those facilities and they like gym, they stay in the gym. So that's one thing you could say Zuffa, and even like you see Bud, you see Shakur and all of them, they deal with the UFC institution as far as where they be at the gym at, where they be working out, where they got access to anything and everything that's calibrated to their particular bodies. You feel me? So it's like there's different training camps for different fighters. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about Zuffa, where it'd be like they knock Zuffa, but it's like they can go to that compound. We could be in our 40s, bro. Them two white dudes go to that compound, train up, get all the diet they need for their camp and some more stuff, and go in there and thump. You know what I'm saying? That's what, and because it's like them guys have been in the lab because they've been able to, have all the things that they need to box at their best. I seen one of the fighters that was on there. I seen an interview by him. I forgot his name. I should have wrote it down because he broke it down. He was like, I was boxing, but I had to balance family life and all the other stuff, or where I needed to get my smoothies or my diet or my gym. I had to go to all these different places. It's like, no, bro, I go to the compound right here. I go to this UFC compound or the Zuffa compound right here. They got everybody there, and there's a bunch of other fighters in there too.
Yeah, they got my meals
so like
prepped. They got my macros down. Yeah, they got everything prepared for me. Like I had Jalil Hackett up here. And Jalil was like, "Yo, bro," he said, "Was it Jalil? I think it was Jalil who said he never had a carb the week of a fight before the fight. He was shocked when they sent him his meal plan and they had carbs. He was scared to eat it. He was like, yo, damn, bro, I got to make weight. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, bro, we already calculated everything, man.
Yeah.
You got your macros.
Man, that's what I'm telling you.
This is going to be good."
And
he's
that
like,
matters,
what?
Clay.
He's like, I'm going in strong
and
into
that
my
matters,
weight cut
Clay.
on the scale.
And that matters, Clay, because that's what's been missing in the game, because we done seen dogs come up out of their garages and shit. You feel me? And then, the rubber meets the road to where, they invest in their gym and they cook and professionalism. You see like Bud and they built a gym. Like the ones that win, they build gyms because they just create their whole ecosystem and culture around them being champions. It ain't like, they work, they boxing and then they got to do somewhere else. They just live in their gym. You feel me? So that's what I like about the Zuffa as far as the competitivism and up and coming prospects is you're going to have they're going to take young prospects out to amateurs and put them right in the lab. And all they got to do is focus on boxing.
Do
and they're going to have all the right nutrition and everything.
Do you believe that at the end of the day, because I believe this, right? But I'm asking you, do you believe at the end of the day, in 3 to 5 years, we'll see an evolution in just athletes in the sport of boxing coming out of Zuffa? You know what I'm saying? Just stronger, more healthier, and more busier, more active.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like in the
would, but I'm
development of
even
our fighters. You know what I mean, the development of the athlete. I'm saying like a specimen, right? Like a human being, right? Like you think
yeah.
that we're gonna see that evolution in the sport where like 5 to 10 years now, you're gonna start seeing fighters just even in the heavyweight division, especially, right? Just stronger, more conditioned, more active, more skilled. They're going to develop in their skills because they're going to start fighting 3 to 4 times a year, every year now. We're going to start seeing fighters with 40 plus fights in their professional career. Maybe somebody will close their career out with 60 plus fight. You know what I'm saying?
I
In their
don't know
career
about
because
that
of the
much
activity.
output, Clay, because
Well,
this
I'm
is what
just
I'm
saying the
saying. What I would
activity,
think.
bro. How you
Yeah,
look?
but I'm just talking about for each individual fighter. I would just say
Mm,
this, Clay, is I believe within the next 24 months, there'll be somebody coming up out of Zuffa with an alphabet title. I
mm,
really believe that. I really, you've met that, you've seen that person for the first time on TV. They might have little belts before in hometown or whatever, and they done went up in that compound and in that lab. You feel me? And they're interim or hey, listen, they done went and actually got one of those titles because what Zuffa and them guys are showing you is that them contracts ain't lifetime contracts. It's all conditions. It all varies. So you're gonna be able to have them Zuffa cats. They gonna fight and be ranked with these other sanctioning bodies. Or then you gonna get you because what I'm seeing right now, what you gonna see a Zuffa fighter be able to fight. They're gonna promote a fight with a champion. You see what I'm saying? And they're gonna promote it to where the champion gonna get paid to where he ain't gonna refuse to offer. Like that's what I believe. They hear like them guys is gonna fight and they'll fight inside for them Zuffa belts, but you'll have guys that's already stars or already got the leverage if they're free agents or how they negotiate their contract to be like, I'm signed under Zuffa, but I'm fighting for a title over here. And I'll fight for the Zuffa title over here. That's
But
what I believe.
you gotta think about this though. They gonna have to do that. Turkey is still paying for these cards for the regular belts. He's eventually gonna combine them some kind of way, and I think that's how he's gonna get rid of them belts. You're gonna have to combine them and take those championships in order to solidify the Zuffa championship. So he's
But
paying
but
for these cards now. He's paying for Zuffa. He's gonna put them together.
yeah, but you know what else, Richie? What I think Turkey's gonna do even before that is we all praise Manny Pacquiao for being 8 division world champion, right? We praise him for that, right?
right, right,
Two of
right.
those divisions that he was champions, he was simply Ring Magazine champion. So now with Turkey and them guys owning the Ring Magazine, what you gonna have is, hey man, if Bud and Canelo was to fight again, it would be for the Ring Magazine belt, the only one that matters if they was to run it like that. And I'm just saying that as an example, but we gonna eventually see the actual main event just be simply for the Ring Magazine belt,
Agree.
and everybody's gonna respect it too. You feel me? Because it'll be the one
Yeah.
and the two guy,
Yeah,
regardless of what the belt is,
yeah.
too,
I
Rich.
think
That's what people ain't paying attention. I'm peeping the
yeah.
play.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna add something to it and say that what's gonna start happening is Zuffa fighters are gonna start collecting these belts, and they're going to and it's going to automatically make Zuffa fighters the champions, the best in their divisions. They're gonna have the ring belts and everything like that, and ultimately what's going to end up happening is they're gonna start vacating those belts, right? They're gonna beat
Yeah.
all those champions in those divisions, and they're gonna start vacating the belts just off the strength of avoiding
Yeah.
sanctioning
That's what I'm
fees, right?
saying. Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
be like, take
Yeah,
your belts back. So now you're
but
gonna
we
have
gonna
all
see
these
the
champions.
best.
They're gonna be like, you're gonna have all these champions who that are gonna pick up these vacant belts or become email champions for the interim title holders and all of that. But ultimately, it's gonna be understood that the Ring Magazine champion is going to be the best fighter in each one of these divisions and the true champion. And Turkey's gonna
Yeah,
is gonna
and we always got
provide the
work for you over
platform
here at
for the
Paramount
biggest
Plus.
fights to happen. Yep.
Hey, and think about it.
Yep.
Think about it like this. Now he
Yep.
signed uh Conor Ben. He's signing these fighters. Now I know we saw those contracts that supposedly they were paying. You know they not signing no Conor Ben and Jao Pataya and
Right. Oh no,
Hey,
Tio
I've had
Bimo.
fighters up here too, Rich. They're not.
Huh?
These contracts are being negotiated. I had
Exactly,
they
up here.
vary.
exactly.
There's nothing different going on inside of Zuffa than what's going on in traditional boxing. These fighters
Yeah,
are coming over here, leveraging their brands, leveraging what they bring to the table, coming in with their managers, keeping their managers. Their managers are still negotiating their contracts and everything. All that nonsense is all rumors. I got the episode. Check it out. Dmitry Popov, the manager of Julian Rodriguez, came and put a lot of light on that and said, I don't know what people are talking about. That's not what's happening. Julian Rodriguez has a good deal. It's not like everybody else's deal. Everybody's negotiating their own deals.
I'm going to check that out too, because that's just business common sense. That's why I don't get caught up when people speculate on what they doing, what these multi-million-dollar multinational corporations are doing, bro. Because look, here's how I be looking at it. Let me give an example on how people are missing the point. When you see two fighters you don't know and they just got Zuffa gloves on and just got black Zuffa shorts on, right? Them is guys that's literally like from they just is starting their pro career in boxing, right? Because Peep How will do. This is what Zuffa's about to do. You're gonna have one of those guys, and that's what I'm saying. One of those guys is gonna be the guy because it's gonna be the origin story. He gonna start off in them black Zuffa gloves and them black shorts. He gonna win like 3 knockouts. Then he gonna have a logo on there. Then his glove color's gonna change. Then he's gonna have a nickname and everything. You see what I'm saying? And then he because he gonna get out of that contract. He gonna renegotiate another contract because they gonna recognize his value. Just like his management team that's dealing with him at the bottom is gonna recognize his value. He climbed to the top. So it's like the contracts are going to vary depending on where you at. If they go get somebody who runs 20 million a fight already, they got to pay him that. And that's I don't understand why they think Zuffa's going to just make a slave plantation and they're not just going to participate in boxing. We knew that because we've been seeing Zuffa, we've been seeing was it TKO Promotions. We've been seeing and understood that Turkey can't really put a fight on. He couldn't put a fight on in like Vegas by itself without Dana and them. You know what I'm saying? I think he didn't have a license or something for whatever reason. You feel me? And so that's why he tags Dana in to try to have those matches and all that. I don't know if he got his business straight now, but I'll just say that to say, these guys are doing business and they're doing boxing right now. They're not gonna, they're not changing the sport. You feel me? They're just creating, like we're talking about here, is they're creating ecosystem in which we're gonna see true champions. That'll be champions regardless of whatever sanctioning body you would want to believe. You feel me? If they might get shots at undisputed, but even if they don't get shots at undisputed, they're gonna build fighters and champions up out of that Zuffa. That's the long-term plan. But in the short-term plan, they're gonna sign people that are gonna be the ones that's gonna eventually lose to the ones that's coming up out of Zuffa. You see what I'm saying? Like they gonna line them up. They're gonna line the best up against the best. That's the only thing, the motto, the main thing that we know with the UFC and how you respect it. Because when they close their system, right, with the belts and then they merge and acquired all those other MMAs, or they still work deals that like as them being minor systems to come into the major system, is they run the 1 and 2 all against each other. It's mandatory. And if you don't fight that person, you got to vacate that belt. So when they start doing that in boxing, then you gonna see the gauntlet of like who's who. You feel me? As far as who's holding that title. That's why that Zuffa title is going to mean something. Because when whoever got the Zuffa title, they're going to be like, hey, man, he got to fight. He don't get no breaks. He been fighting 2 times a year, and he been fighting the number 1 guy or the number 2 guy and put him up against anybody else with one of them alphabet belts, and we'll fight him too.
Yeah, I think shout out to Crews-Dezurn, man. He says, I think Zuffa runs out of steam about 4 to 5 years. I mean, look, we'll see. I don't believe so, bro. I think people are just – people are trying to compare what Zuffa did with what the PVC did. And, what Zuffa is very different, bro. The thing that's different about Zuffa is that they are the way Dana runs it and the way he invests back into it. He's building up that structure and the profit margins are going to make sense. Zuffa's going to be here. Zuffa's going to become, and try to get away from Dana White and the Zuffa name that has everybody so caught up, right? What you should look at it as is boxing is about to get structure. Rankings are going to start making a difference. Fighters are going to have to defend their positions in the ranking structure. So if you are a number 2 fighter, you don't get to go fight a number 15 fighter strategically and, you know what I'm saying, and get a knockout and build yourself up artificially. Fighters aren't going to have to do the antics anymore. They don't got to walk in the ring and call out your mama and, you know what I'm saying, and do some antic. Tio don't got to sit there and say monkey business and bananas and all that, trying to get somebody mad enough to, to want to beat their ass. What's going to happen is the fights is going to be the natural movement is going to be you're going to go into a championship fight. Becoming a champion is going to come with responsibilities. It's going to come with accountability. And if you're not going to carry out the responsibilities of a champion, that belt will be removed from you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Outside of a medical emergency that you can't compete. And even then, you'll start seeing Zuffa do interim titles in that time, right? Like the UFC, where, oh, you can't fight for 3 to 4 months because you hurt yourself. Okay, we're not going to take you out. We're going to put you in recess, and we're going to put this other champion who's going to be the sit-in champion. But as soon as you come back, you got to fight this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, a lot of people cheer for this, the way boxing is, man. Yeah, we used to it, but the way it's been, you have to, once you see two fighters that you really want to see fight, you got to wait 5 years before they put that fight together, man.
Right.
That's just the way to go. You didn't see Mayweather and Pacquiao out of 5 years, too late. You saw Errol Spence and Crawford. They tried to wait Crawford out 5 years. Tank Davis and Devin, 5 years, and Devin moved on up weight class. And we watching Shakur move on. This won't happen in Zuffa. These guys gonna have to fight in Zuffa.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the truth.
Exactly.
And Manson says
and that's what's
boxing's an
gonna make
outlaw
him
sport.
great, though.
He said, look, here's what Manson Musa says. Boxing is an outlaw sport, an outlaw business. They will never change that. Let me tell you something, right? Let me give you some perspective here real quick. That traditional space of boxing will exist. I'm not saying Dana's going to eliminate that, right? But think of it like this. The only people who benefit off this style of managing the sport is that top 2 to 3% that are getting the money. The other 95 to 98% of the sport hates this model. They hate you. Tiger Johnson don't like having to show up at Madison Square Garden and wait on Devin Haney to come up the stage to have an interaction with him on camera to the point where he ends up getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he's trying to make a fight. You know what I'm trying to say? He doesn't like having to go through all those hoops. Shakur Stevenson doesn't like having to call Tank out, wait on a contract from Tank to get a fight and talk to him nice. David Benavidez doesn't appreciate Canelo Alvarez holding the belts and be like, I don't like the way you talk to me. You're not going to get an opportunity. They don't appreciate this lawless land. They do what they have to do, and the top of the heap gets to benefit off of that because I'm going to tell you straight up what's happening. The promoters are putting all of the money behind a couple of fighters so that they can get big paychecks. So that they
exactly
$50 million, they're collecting so much money off of that. They're never incentivized. The promoters are never incentivized enough into putting on somebody like, let's say, a Bakram Murtazaliev, who's not bringing that kind of money, right? Bakram's sitting there with a championship. He getting step aside money. He can't get no unifications. And then all of a sudden, he gets in the ring with a Josh Kelly, and he got ring rust. He's not active, and he loses a fight. He doesn't appreciate this system. So, yes.
Hey, Clay, because it's just extreme margins.
Those top percentage of fighters will say, I like this system. But watch how many fighters are going to be in Zuffa. And what's going to end up happening is there's going to be a lion's share of the talent over at Zuffa. And the top of the top, like the Shakurs, will do what they do. They'll make their big fights. And when the money starts going over to Riyadh, you're going to start seeing on Ring Magazine anyway. You're going to start seeing a lot of fighters come out on the Zuffa who've been building themselves up and who just gotten nicer over the years. And they're going to start debunking a lot of these big stars that you think are the biggest names in the sport, but they're not the biggest talents in the sport. They just been pushed by a machine that got him there. But the real talent, the guy who's had 7 fights in the last year and a half to 2 years in comparison to your star that you think is that guy who's only fought twice in the last 2 years, you're going to start seeing a separation in the pedigree. And you're going to start seeing inside that ring. Watch.
You couldn't have said it different. Well, real quick, too, Trish, I just want to say this. The problem with the model with the Wild Wild West of boxing is the extremes of the margins. And anybody who do business, you know that, Clay. The margin that you would get if you're the promoter for a Tiger Johnson is not worth doing it, you feel me, compared to a superstar. You don't even want to promote and put in the work or try to find a fight for him because then you don't know if you're going to recoup. You see what I'm saying? And so that'd be the issue with these promotions and these boxers and how you have to literally cross over. And it's like a wasteland. These things like Zuffa, they do provide a platform for individuals to get some type of awareness of it. Because you got to think there's going to be boxers that's going to be a Zuffa, and then they only going to be a short contract, and then they're going to opt out, and then they're going to cross over. You see what I'm saying as well if the negotiations don't work out. But they'll have visibility because when they was on Paramount Plus, they had like 7 million people see them. that wouldn't have seen them, or millions of people wouldn't have seen them if they wasn't able to sign that contract with Zuffa for it to platform. I think the major thing that Zuffa does that people don't really knocking is that it's still going to be co-promotion. They're just providing a platform for us to get more fights on TV, and we get to see more people. And what's great about Zuffa and their model is we're going to get to see good prospects. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to
Hey,
see back in the day on Friday night fights, Thursday night fights, Tuesday night fights. You feel me? Whatever, whenever they was doing, we got to see the future champs. They were platforming these fighters. That's what Zuffa's about to do. That's why Zuffa's platforming existing prospects and existing champions, and then they gonna build one out that lab that's gonna might make it to the Hall of Fame. And I'm
hey,
gonna lay
check,
my plane right there. What's up, Angelo?
check this out. Look at the situation you got now with Ortiz and Boots. See, the situation is this. De La Hoya got an investment in Ortiz. At the end of the day, Ortiz ain't made no money. He ain't produced no big pay-per-views. He ain't did that. So his value to De La Hoya is far different than Eddie Hearn, Boots' value to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn need the Ortiz fight to justify paying Boots a lot of money. But if you pay Boots' last opponent $250,000, how much did you pay Boots? Okay, De La Hoya not willing to risk the money he got invested in Ortiz. You know, raise Ortiz from a baby, basically, and that's his investment. So he don't have to make that fight. But if this was Zuffa, that fight would be made. We wouldn't have to go
We
through
wouldn't even be
all this.
thinking
You see what I'm
about it.
saying?
But too
Yeah,
rich. The fight
we
is
wouldn't
supposed
even
to
be
be for
we wouldn't even be talking
unification.
about this. We'd be watching a press conference. We'd be watching rollouts, and we'd be super excited. So much of the boxing space right now, the excitement and everything is outside the ring than inside. It's ridiculous, right? Even when you're watching the content creation platforms that are talking about boxing, we do a lot of talking about the fights that are not happening, that are not signed. We do a lot of arguing with each other about why an A side should be able to do something to B side. We're not talking enough about fights that are actually happening. Like when this fight happens, it's getting ready to happen in X amount of months. This is who I got. Here's why I got them. We don't get the answers to those questions. We sat there and watched a boxing community get split in half, argue between Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta Tank Davis for about 4 to 5 years now, bro. And they never have fought. You feel what I'm saying? We watch enemies. We watch people talk about each other's mothers.
Exactly.
We watch people get into it, and the fights ain't never happened, bro. They
Hey,
never happened.
But Clay, that's why we should be talking about Gary Anthony Russell and Eddie Hiroka right now. That's what we should be talking about, because that fight been there, that fight was happening. And if you watch the tape on both of them, you knew what was gonna be coming down the pipe with that one. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And that it was the fight. You feel me? Where we're talking about Thai class chess championship boxing, adjustments being made. My favorite
Yeah.
part of that fight, I swear, my favorite part of that fight was when Gary Russell Jr. smacked Antoine in the middle of his head in the mid rounds.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I
And
saw
then
that.
and gave him some advice he needed to make the adjustments. And then later on, when he was just calling him Antoine in the championship rounds, goodness gracious. But I would just say this. Like, I said so much without saying what the fight. Let me tell you about this fight. What I loved about this fight with Gary Antoine Russell is that the main thing that Andy Hiroka has is he has a violent lead jab from the southpaw position. The liability to it is he shoots it, and he shoots it single all the time, but it hurts, right? So the first thing adjustment that Gary Antoine Russell came into that fight with was he neutralized his jab. He caught it, he parried it, and then he flinched him, and then he feinted to get inside. You see
Yo,
what I'm
Blaze,
saying?
I need
He
you to
took
wrap it
away
up
Andy's
too,
jab.
bro, so that Angelo can talk us with the fight's about to start between the
Okay,
two.
real quick. So I just ended right here. He and then Hiroka made the adjustment by letting Gary come in and going to the body. And then we seen them both dig deep after that. But man, that was an awesome fight, man. I hope we break that down sometime later.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. 84 or 85 people in the building. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to Angelo, go ahead and take it away and close it out so I can get into this fight, because we're about to see Clarissa step into the building. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to come on because I heard my guy Blaze, and he sent out the bat signal, man. You sent out the Zuffa signal. I didn't know we were having a Zuffa conversation, Blaze. But for real, shout out to the Seattle Seahawks, Blaze, for winning the Super Bowl. And much appreciated. Not only are your takes very real, bro, but you're honest, right? And I think that in this space, if you guys haven't checked out the premiere earlier today, check out Read the Room, because me and Clay are doing a thing where we're kind of just trying to break down things for people, for mainstream fans to understand what's going on. But Blaze, man, I appreciate you always backing me up when some of these clowns who don't even know who I am or how I may be getting the information that I have and why I've been so correct since last year about exactly what Zoofa's doing. And they already are trying to speak up because they got nothing but hate. So I appreciate
But
you, Blaze.
Angelo, I
Appreciate
try
you.
to gently tell them to listen, man, because they just, you know what they say. People fear what they don't understand.
Yep.
And if they just understand, they get an understanding of what's going on and what they about to see. That's all.
Yep. Absolutely. That.
And people fear change, man. Don't nobody. Everybody's scared of change. If you look at the climate right now, nightcap is covering boxing, bro. Nightcap is covering boxing.
Yeah.
So that lets you know the movement, man. We're moving right now. It's moving.
Well, Uncle Shay Shay and Ocho might want to get us on so that they can understand how to speak on it correctly, because Ocho be saying some crazy ass shit.
Hey, y'all need to reach out to him. Reach
And
out to him. You never know.
he done be trying
Hey,
to box.
it's time. Boozy out here. No, they got Boozy. Carissa ball Boozy, bro. It's up.
Oh yeah. And she's winning by knockout. I got the stoppage.
Oh no, he about to hit it with the set it off. Oh. Hey. Ball, set this bitch off.
Hey. Hey man, Clarissa's doing her thing. Definitely
going crazy.
Yeah.
I got the goal by stoppage.
And they got the marching band.
Yeah. I got her by stoppage.
Bro. She a star, bro. They gotta stop playing with the queen, bro. They gotta stop doing that with her, bro. They gotta start showing her that respect, man.
You know what's gonna be sad, Blaze, is that if she does stop Franchon, which I can see what you're talking about, the narrative's gonna be, well, my knee and my ankle was messed up because of that crazy
well.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Oh well, because what they gonna loop is they gonna loop the knockout. You feel me? That's what they gonna do. For real. I mean, it is what it is. The show must go on. One thing about it is, man, people don't. And I feel it's disrespectful that they got Clarissa Shields as number 2 and Katie Taylor as number 1. I don't care what you talk about. She's 3 division undisputed and she's active. Last I checked, so I don't understand how she can't be number 1. You feel me? And so, I think that's motivation for her as well to get her up out of here. And it's like, ain't nobody gonna care about the excuses. Everybody just want a viral moment from Clarissa Shields anyways. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think Clarissa can do this tonight? Does she stop?
Yes.
Does she punches? You think she stops her tonight, bro?
The only way she don't stop her is if Crews try to not get stopped, if she tries to survive. But if she tries to fight her, yeah, she's gonna knock her out. I believe so.
That ring's kind of small.
Crazy, she packs it out in Michigan every time she does a show, bro. You gotta give her respect, bro.
Yeah.
They show up for her, bro. They show up for her, man.
Every time.
The camera phones are going crazy. Everybody trying to get a picture. She coming in with the star. She came in. Did she come in with Rick Ross last time? Was it Rick?
Yeah, it was Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. Now she brought in Boozy. Yo, Boozy's crazy. I don't know if people know Boozy a big deal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's
Boozy
a big deal. That's what I'm saying for the culture. For the culture.
That set this bitch off song, that set it off song, that shit go crazy, bro. That is like the perfect ring walk song. Like, I'm not even in. That's a great ring walk song, bro. Like, that's like that right there gets you juiced up. You be ready to fight.
Man, I smell an upset, man. I see
Too
it.
rich is telling. Hey man, too rich. You
Hey,
guys gotta respect Too Rich and what he's saying.
No, for real.
'Cause,
That's
Tell,
what
you
hurt
tell
me
us,
when
know,
tell
he
us,
said
tell
that.
us how.
When he said that,
Tell us
that's what
how.
hurt me. When he said it, that's what had me like, what am I missing? I know. Why do you think so? It's elaborate. Why?
It's just it's janky, man. Papoose and like you know how sometimes he got these people get in these high profile relationships and then things start going the other way.
To get
Now
distracted.
I think Clarissa should win, but you know it's one of them janky things. What if she lose? She come out there in fur coats and getting her hair fixed on the scale and the jewelry taken. It's just it's a bit much. But I like Clarissa. Don't get me wrong. She trying to be a star. She trying to put on. So let's just see, man. I hope she, don't try to be a star for you continue being a really
And
good fighter. You know what I mean?
And so, OG, just from somebody that's just a little bit younger than you and kind of older, or not older than Clarissa Shields and them, you know what I'm saying, as far as generational thing. It's like, man, I don't take away from Clarissa Shields or even Pat Poose as far as in they discipline and where they field, as far as he write with his pen and as far as how she fight. I don't. I think the antics though is just them. It would be modern day Metro as far as trying to get to the algorithm. Because Clarissa ain't showed me no indication that she ain't unfocused in the sport of boxing to beat women in
I
boxing.
understand, but
She
let
ain't
me
gave
give
me
you an
no
example.
indication. Like no, she gave me no
Okay.
tape in the ring either.
Then,
You know what I'm saying?
then we
So
just see T.O. come out there doing a bunch of dancing and put on a whole show before a fight and went out there and got washed.
Yeah,
yeah,
but he
but
was
you
You know
can't
what
do
I
that. You
mean?
can't do that.
no,
She's
we knew he was
she's not To, bro. She's better than To, bro. Like we can't like she is like arguably the greatest woman boxer of all time. Like let's not just compare what he does and he dances with the Jabby Walkers with her coming out with Bootsy for the culture because she been whooping on everybody. I don't know where Too Rich went, but last I checked, Larissa been whooping on everybody when she get in the ring. So I don't understand how there's a
no, it's not
equivalence.
like.
To be
But
losing.
I understand what Too Rich is saying as far as like,
My sound
you
went
do
out.
all of this, and it just seems like it seems like a fall from grace. Like I mean, you're doing all of this, and it turns out bad. Like the stars, like almost like God punishes you. You know what I'm saying, for being a little too arrogant, right? Like you're just doing a little too much, and I might need to humble your spirit a little bit and get you where I need you to be. I'm hoping that's not what it is. Angelo. I'm hoping that Clarissa
well,
gets a
I mean,
shot.
we'll see. Frank Chan. I'll tell you, Clay, way back when, man. I remember Frank Chan from when we were going to the Chicago Golden Gloves, and Frank Chan being the car, and she's one of the sweetest, nicest person, and just loves boxing, bro. She's talented in so many different things, but she just really wanted to stay in this space. So I'm glad that Clarissa and her are at least cool enough that they can do business together. But yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Clarissa though for continuing to do this in her hometown and doing this type of shows. Like grassroots to your people. Like these are good shows. These are good shows. So Clarissa, Zufa's waiting for you. I just want to let you know, Clarissa.
I don't know if they are, if they're ready yet. I don't think they're ready, man.
I was just talking to my wife about it, that I think that if Dana does decide to do women's, because he pulls a lot of the talent from the international. I think
Right.
he's going to do it reversed in the UFC, because the UFC is 115, 125, 135. I think he'll go 175, 160, 147 for women.
Let's get
Go
it
ahead,
in, man.
Clay.
It's the top of the first round right now. Referee just cleared out the ring, man. Small ring, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Clarissa takes a ball. Immediately, Franchon Cruz steps right to Clarissa, pushes Clarissa right on the ropes. Clarissa just sitting on the ropes, very comfortable, taking her time, letting her hands go. Oh, they going at it off rip. It's going down right now. They're not waiting. They're not waiting for it. It's going down right now. Oh, Jesus, Cruz is up on that. And Carissa's throwing the big bomb right hand. She's trying to come over the top with the big bomb. They both got the same color gloves on. That's kind of crazy. But here we go. Clarissa trying to get that respect, trying to get low. Big right hand by Franchon Cruz. Nice body work by Clarissa Shields. Clarissa trying to get that respect. Franchon trying to get that respect. She jumped right on her, man. She right on her helmet.
Hey,
She's right on it, bro. She's not playing any games. Oh, man. She's bullying Clarissa, pushing her up against the rope, smothering everything that Clarissa's trying to do.
Unless Clarissa turns this around right now, Clay, I got Cruz winning this. So
this
far
round,
in
at
the
least.
first round. For the first round, I'm talking about for the first round.
Yeah, Clarissa's gonna have to be patient and just tie her up and let her all this energy she got. Wait for her to get this energy up out of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tie you up in this round. You wilding out. Your hands is all over. Oh, big right hand lands for Dezurn. For Franchon. Big right hand lands and pushes Clarissa Shields back. Yeah, without a doubt, Franchon's winning this round. She's letting her hands go. But Clarissa looking for them opening spots. So it's early, man. Okay, Clarissa getting on that jab right there, getting that big right hand lands for Clarissa Shields. Big right hand lands for Clarissa Shields. Referee trying to separate them as they continue to tie up. Back on that jab. Franchon Crews giving a little space right now, already bleeding from the nose a little bit. Clarissa hit her crazy with that big right hand. I'm going to be honest with you. Good work to the body. Is Franchon blow her blow her load a little bit? Big right hand, big check left hook by Clarissa Shields. Big right hand again. Franchon ties her up. Clarissa's starting to hit her clean in the middle of these big shots. Oh, Clarissa hit her with the crazy left hook. Shook her ass up. Oh. Franchon need to chill, bro. She gonna get killed. Oh, man. Listen, she hit. Do you see that left hand? She hit right there?
No, and that combination to finish the round. But again, that's a Franchon round, 1-0 Franchon. But again, this is going to come down to conditioning now because she done busted the load early.
She did a lot in that round, bro. She did a lot, right? She did a lot. At the end of the round, Clarissa hit her with a crazy left. Bang! Had her she was like, "No, you good. The bell's over. I'm going go over my corner."
But by the way, Clay, this is why I like 2-minute rounds for women.
Right. Yo, she walked across the ring and they got it in. It was like on site. You ever see two people who said, "When I see you, it's up"? Yo, bring your ass here. Bring your ass here. I'm about to put this work in, man. Let me see here. Let me put the scorecards here. 10-9. I do have it for Crews that first round, but let's go. Back at it again. Franchon back up on same game plan. Putting all that pressure on Clarissa Shields. She wants to bully Clarissa Shields. Clarissa taking her time and just working. Clarissa's doing what she got to do, man. She's not going to sit there and try to outdo Franchon what Franchon does. Her thing is, bam, walked her right into a right hand. Walked into another right hand. Clarissa letting her hands go back up on her. Boom. Oh, they go. Yo, these girls are going at it, bro. Listen to me. They are going. Listen.
We got fighting your energy for sure. Fighting your energy.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even see the pedigree. It's a fight. This is a straight up fight. Period. That's what this is. If you don't like it, turn the channel because they're not boxing. They fighting. They fighting. Clarissa working behind that jab, slowing it down. Franchon is slowing down just a little bit. Boom. There we go. She's slowing down just a little bit. And I think Clarissa's been able to take advantage of the recklessness, those wide punches. Big right hand by Clarissa Shields. Continuing to walk. Now Clarissa is standing, taking control. Nice. Check left hook to the body by Clarissa Shields. This is becoming a boxing match. Clarissa's starting to pick apart Franchon. I see it, man. Good feints, man. Behind that jab. Doubled up on that jab for Clarissa Shields. Taking the time. Walking down to Franchon Crews, who's backstepping now, looking a little tired right there. Franchon catches that right hand on her gloves and tries to come back with her own right hand. Clarissa continues to stalk her, taking her time. Big check left hook. Clarissa is in great condition. Check left hook. Franchon is breathing a little hard right now, looking a little swollen, to be honest with you. Boom! Big 1-2 by Clarissa Shields. Followed by that lead hand. Big right hand by Clarissa Shields. We down to 20 seconds left in this round. Boy, the 2 minutes goes by fast. Level change up top. Doubles up. Comes back up top with the lead hand. Franchon Crews trying to get something going on. Big, good body work going on by Clarissa Shields. They tied up. The referee gets in between them. Clarissa back up on her. She knows she's got a tired opponent. Good work by Clarissa. Doubling up on that jab. Big right hand. Swings another right hand. Misses. Franchon trying to walk her down. Franchon comes with her own big right hand. End of the round. That was a Clarissa Shields rounds. Easy.
It was close, though. It was close from the beginning on because you can't forget the first minute going into the second. But I agree that Shields definitely started to get more control. You know what I find interesting, Claymore, is that from what I'm seeing, if Clarissa would actually take the time now to just kind of bounce on her feet and just start moving and using the jab, what you'll notice is Franchon's right knee. The reason why she's trying to attack forward so hard is she's trying to put all her weight on the left leg because she can't put any weight on the right leg at all. So you can see it. You can see that's why Franchon wants to turn it into a dogfight. And if Clarissa could realize that, Clarissa will get a stoppage just by doing, move around, jab, move, bam, bam, jab, 1-2, Bring back that Olympic pedigree, Clarissa.
Don't let her tie you up and play that game. I guess she is having issues. She does have a knee brace on, huh?
Yep. You can see it in her movement though, Clay. I understand the strategy. It's kind of like what Frank Sanchez tried to do to get Caballero, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Frank Sanchez and Caballero. Y'all see it, man. She's trying to work with it. She got a little knee pad on. But Clarissa's just working her now. Franchon is slowed down without doubt. Clarissa's able to slow this fight down, and it's becoming the Clarissa Shields round. You see Franchon trying to time out everything. Good work to the body. Franchon responding with her own lead hand. Walking down Franchon Crews, who's sitting in her in that high guard right now, trying to time out. Clarissa is in great shape, so she knows at the end of the day, you're just not going to be able to hang on with this pace. So Franchon is trying to wrestle her, put all that weight on her, backing up out the way. Clarissa trying to time it out once again, work inside there, but Franchon is tying her up. Clarissa has to find a way to get away, sidestep, and use her footwork to not allow Franchon Crews to here and do what she's doing.
That's
she's got to find
what I was saying.
Oh man, he gave Crews the last round and gave Shields the first round. Chris Mannix, okay,
yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if Mannix messed up.
I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, it's one up at the end of the day in both. So let's see what happens, man. Here, Clarissa is trying to fight through that.
So you can tell even Clarissa's energy, Clay. She wants to make it a fight, and she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to make it into a fight. She could just box. She'd win just easy boxing. Yeah, Clarissa wants to go, bro.
Yeah, she wants to fight, man. And Franchon is man, they are going at it right now. Lord, oh my, I don't even know how to call this, bro.
This is crazy.
Call this, bro.
This is like Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, bro.
Clarissa about to knock out. She's about to knock out. Big right hand for Clarissa. Franchon ain't got too much left in this tank. Clarissa's putting that wear and tear on her, bro. But I agree with you. I think if Clarissa would just step back a little bit and tap into that boxing a little bit,
just box.
You get the knockout a lot easier, bro. Because this girl's coming forward. Step to the side. Let her walk into some shots. Get her to walk into some things, man. You know what I mean?
Because here's the thing, right? Like, she's going to mess up, and maybe she'll give Franchon a chance to catch her. Because Clarissa's doing what Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje did. Remember? In the last 10 seconds, it's like, let's just throw at each other. Well, when you're throwing at each other, someone's going to hit. And even though Clarissa's got the better pedigree of amateur Olympics and the whole bit, at the end of the day, man, Clarissa could get caught too. So if Clarissa just takes the next 2 rounds and just really boxes, utilizes the jab, 1-2, step to the side, by the 6th round, she could stop Crews.
Yeah, Crews is definitely on like her last bit of fire. She got some in her, but she's about tapped out, man. She's backing up a little more. She's trying to pick her shots now a little more. Now she's trying to box a little bit. Franchon's face is already swollen up. Like, you can already see the effect of what those shots that Clarissa was hitting with. Clarissa's like, that jab is up on her. Yeah, man, that jab right there, that last jab was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Turn her. She knows she got herself. She wants to knock her out. Good work. Nice check. Nice backhand catches Franchon right on the chin. Work it right down to the body. Come up top. Clarissa with the combination punching. Good jab by Clarissa. Working behind that lead hand. Good work behind that lead. The overhand right for Clarissa. Bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Nice check left hook. She to let her hands go. Franchon is trying to pick her spots. She's trying to conserve some energy right now. But Clarissa's turning up. She's walking her down. She's not allowing her to rest. Good work by Clarissa. Good work. Walking in. Nice. Ooh, nice check left hook to the body. Ooh, that came tough. Right up under that liver, man. You better keep that right hand low. She's digging with that right hand, and she walking her. She looks wounded.
Yeah.
Franchon looks like a wounded animal in the ring. 45 seconds left in the 4th round. And I think Clarissa sees it, but she doesn't want to get too caught up in exchanging too much so she don't get tired of. Big right hand shakes up Dezurn and knocks her back. Boom. Yeah, Clarissa's letting off on this girl. This girl's life gonna change if she don't figure something out. If she weathers this, it might be worse than her just getting knocked out for 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, she goes through this for 10 rounds, she might end up walking away worse off. She's a wounded animal. Now she's trying to, big right hand lands right there. Big right hand again lands right there. Franchon does a good job, ties her up. But Clarissa is pushing off. Look at Franchon's laboring. Big shot right there behind that lead hand. Big 1-2. Let's go, Clarissa. Nice left hook to the body again. Gets Franchon together. She didn't like that body shot. She didn't like it. She didn't like it at all. She moving around right now. She didn't like that body shot. She hopped up right up out of there like, okay. Okay. That left hook to the body was serious. Clarissa making the adjustments right now because she's finally got Franchon to slow down. And now she's starting to pick her apart.
Yeah, this is the time that, again, if Clarissa wants to get the stoppage, her best pathway to get there is to throw the 4-piece, right? Mm-hmm. But just jab, and then bam, 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 and then move. Do it again. Do it again. It's very similar to how Oscar De La Hoya stopped Fernando Vargas. Remember? He got him, and then he just started throwing
that aggression.
A ton of punches. Yeah. Yeah. So, but, I see what Clarissa's so angry still. She's trying to get like a 1-punch highlight instead of just getting a stoppage. Just get a stoppage, girl. Don't try to get no 1-punch highlight. But we'll see. We'll see, Clay.
Yeah, Franchon looks like a wounded animal. Her conditioning is definitely getting questioned. Clarissa's in great shape. You can see it. She's in good shape, bro. Clarissa's in great shape. She took this camp very seriously. She looks good, too. I ain't gonna lie. Like, she looks like she's in great shape. She looks good. There we go. Good work. She's seeing it. She's seeing the shots now. Boom. Look at the work. Look at the work by Clarissa, man. 3-punch combo. Back on that nice snappy jab right there. Real snappy jab. Boom. Big right hand catches Franchon Crews on the way in. Another right hand catches Franchon Crews. She bounces it off and tries to step it off. She tries to set up her own shot behind the right hand, but Clarissa doing a good job also of keeping her head off the line. Good work. Another check left hook to the body of Franchon Crews. As Franchon Crews is starting to lose that confidence, man. She's starting to realize on these exchanges, I'm not winning these exchanges. I'm not winning these exchanges, and she's becoming discouraged. Big check left hook followed by a straight right hand. Another check left hook lands for Clarissa Sheilds. Franchon Crews tries to circle out to a right. Clarissa Shields comes right over the top with a right. All right, you're going to circle to your right? I'm going to throw my right. No problem. Big work right there. Good work. Franchon Crews trying to tie up Clarissa Shields right here. Clarissa just walking down a wounded animal without a doubt who's looking for olive branch. Give me something to work and let me hit you with a shot. Get you weak in the knees. Let me buckle you something. But Clarissa's not hearing none of that. Big overhand right by Clarissa comes right over that lead hand of Franchon Crews. Big overhand. Boom. Bang. Big overhand right. Big check left hook followed by Alicia. Woo! A left hook to the body. Oh man, that was close to damn near being below the belt. Lord child. I don't think I ever seen a female get hit with a low blow like that.
Oh, it hurts, bro. It hurts the same.
Was he hurt to get punched in? Okay.
Yeah.
Check left hook. You know what I'm saying? Big right hand. Check left hook to the body. Private parts is private parts, man. Nobody like to get hit in them. There we go. Nice work by Clarissa Shields, man. Big right hand by Clarissa Shields as Franchon Crews is just laying on this girl. Clarissa just pushes her off and continues to walk her backwards right now. I see Clarissa kind of laboring a little bit. Big right hand by Clarissa Shields at the end of that round right there. Franchon Crews walking to her corner right now. Clarissa's starting to feel gassed a little bit.
Yeah, you noticed that, right? She's throwing a lot.
Yeah, Clarissa's starting to feel a little bit.
What's going to take this girl down?
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Mansa Moose who said it. I don't know if I've ever seen she throw this many punches for sure.
Oh, man. She throwing like she's 130. Hey, listen, Clarissa, you 175.
Yeah, man. It's different. It's different. I think she's expecting her to fade away, and I don't know. She's not. If Franchon Crews work out the great game plan, piss off Clarissa Shields, get her to let her hands go, and now she's chilling. And like, I'm going to get my air back. You're going to be tired. And when you're tired, I'm not going to be tired. And that's when I'm going to start letting you have it because I'm going to have just enough to start putting some sauce behind my shots.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to very much hate it next week if the space is not talking about how this is the fight of the weekend. Because this is a hell of a fight, bro.
It's a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight, for sure.
Oh.
It's a fight, for sure.
Oh.
Here we go. Clarissa working behind that jab, slowing down right now. It's taking her time. Let's see what adjustment she made here. Good work working behind that jab. Just taking her time. You're starting to see that swelling around the right eye of Franchon Crews as well. There goes Clarissa. Nice work right there. Nice right hand lands for Clarissa and a nice left lead hand uppercut. Big right hand comes back down again. Back on that jab. Double, tripling up on that jab, hitting her right in that chin. Oh, nice check left hook followed by a straight right hand. Big right hand from Clarissa Shields again. Every time she comes in there, back on that jab.
taking that time, walking down Franchon Crews, who's trying to play the perimeter but doesn't want to. Not there we go, double up on that. The jab.
Yeah, see, this is a better pace for Clarissa. Don't you agree? Yeah. Now nice she's boxing.
Body, followed by a check left hook up top. Yeah, nice pacing. It's boxing. Franchon straight right hand to the body. But you know what it is? Franchon trying to rest, but Clarissa's not letting her.
Yes.
And that's also playing it different. She's like, no, you're not going to do that. You're not resting. You're going to get punched on. So you better start throwing something back or I'm punching on you. I'm not taking a break. Oh, nice work. Doubles up with that lead hand to the chest and then comes right down with a straight right hand to the body.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Big right hand, followed by lead hand. Big right hand again lands for Clarissa. Big shots right there. Oh, Franchon is out on her legs. Clarissa's walking her down. She's out on her legs. Big right hand, check left hook by Clarissa. 30 seconds left in the round. Big right hand, another check left hook sends Franchon's head flying back. Another check left hook walking down Franchon Crews, who's looking with she got a little bit of fear in her eyes, man. Big check hook, another check hook, catch Franchon Crews. 19 seconds left in the round. Big 1-2, another lead hand by Clarissa. Whoa, Franchon throws a big right hand right back. Clarissa ties her up. She's on Clarissa right now, who's on the ropes. Is Clarissa hurt? Nah, I don't think she's hurt, but she definitely tied her up. Like, I don't want you to hit me again like that. Big right hand hits nothing but air. Walking down Franchon's Crew. Nice check left hook. Yo, Franchon caught a lot of punches
that's Clarissa Shields' most dominating round. The thing is, though, just like what we were talking about, Clay, in that last 15 seconds, the only way Clarissa gets caught is if she gets close enough to allow to be caught by Franchon. So I go back to what I'm telling you. All right, Clarissa, listen, just get on your jab, just move around, bop, double, triple, 1-2s, keep it simple. Don't get hit. And then in maybe the last 15 seconds of the round, go after Franchon. You got to let Franchon knock herself out. You can't keep trying to go crazy. But Clarissa just can't help herself.
Curtis, you're missing the round.
Oh. 3-2, huh? You guys have a 3-2? I've had Clarissa win just about every round.
Every round except for the first one.
Yeah. And but maybe the second round did go to Franchon.
What round are we in?
We're in round 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 6 rounds have gone by. Exactly. Because he's missing a round. Here we go. Back on that lead hand. Good work to the body. I like that 1-2 to the body real quick. Just that. Actually, it was a 2-1. That. Take that. There we go. Clarissa taking her time now. Both these fighters have got to be feeling the conditioning. The conditioning's got to be getting tested right now with the amount of punch output coming out. There we go. Clarissa kind of taking this round off a little bit here. And I think Franchon trying to be a little active in this one. But Clarissa kind of taking her time now. Take a breather. Work behind that lead hand. Take her time. Work it. There we go. Good work by Clarissa. There we go. Nice check left hook. Oh, doubled up on the check left hook. Franchon holding for life. Franchon holding for life, bro. Oh, Franchon, man. Oh, you getting bruised up, girl. I ain't going to lie to you. You getting bruised up. It's looking like domestic violence. Violence.
Clarissa, you got to stick to the jab, girl. Come on, man.
I mean, with the domestic violence. Oh. Let's go. You take a big right hand hitter on the shoulder. Clarissa coming in. She putting a lot of heat on them shots, man. Good lead hand, straight right hand. That lead hand working good for Clarissa.
Well, use the jab, Clarissa. Come on.
Clarissa said, no, I'm getting out of here. This heavyweight boxing. I told everybody I'm going to be knocking hoes out. I'm knocking hoes out. I ain't playing. Come here. I'm knocking hoes out. Big check left hook. Every time she hits with that check left hook, she sends that girl head flying, bro. There we go. Good work. Oh, nice body shot, man. Might have hit in the titty. Oh, over the head, hit the top of the head right there with the shot. I don't know how that feels, but it got to be weird.
I'm sure it hurts, Clay. I'm sure it hurts too.
Check left hook. Doubles up on the jab. Straight right hand. Oh, Clarissa. Ooh, end of that round, man. Oh, my goodness, man.
I mean, I at best, guys, it's 5-2 for Clarissa. And that's at best. All right. But she's definitely, it could be 6-1, like the way Claymore has it. At the end of the day, Clay, I mean, oh, by the way, is that Buddy McGirt on Franchon's corner right now? Am I bugging? That looks like Buddy McGirt. He was just with Frank Martin.
Yeah, that's Buddy. Oh no, that's not Buddy. That's not Buddy.
That's not Buddy. Okay,
That's what I got earlier. It's not Buddy.
Okay,
Yeah, but it looks
all
like
right.
that.
All right.
I don't know. Is it Buddy? It might be Buddy.
I was like, is that Buddy McGirt? He in the
That
corner
might
of
be Buddy
franchise.
Because the
That's pretty
glasses,
fun.
man. The glasses.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, look at Clarissa. Oh.
Hey, go to that corner, man. I want to see you. She crank it up. Crank that shit up. You want to set that shit off. Let's go. Back to the center of the ring. Let's go. Double up on that jab, Carissa. Double up on it for me, baby. And then move off the angle. Come on with that right hand. Bomb. Nice left hook to the body. Caught and shoot. Catch and shoot. Boom. Beautiful jab. Pushes her head right back. Double up on that jab. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Double up on that jab. She's level changing with the jab now. Taking the time. Good left hook. Big check left hook. Nice work. Let's go, Carissa. Work to the body. Up top with the check left hook. Let's go. Straight right hand to the body. Left hook up top. Let's go. Back on that jab. Let's go. There we go. To the body. With that left hand to the body. Franchon holds her and spins her around. Creates that space. Working, using that jab as a rangefinder. But really just trying to get her to stay back. Shoots a left hook to the body. Hits nothing but air. Batter. Swing. Big right hand for Clarissa Shields. Walking down Franchon Crews on survival mode. Big shots. Nice check left hook from Franchon Crews at the end of that. But beautiful
the
work.
Only way. Yeah, it's the only way Franchon's got a chance is if Clarissa keeps doing that. Like, just be technical, Clarissa. You can get her, but be technical.
Good work. Doubles up on that jab. Backs up Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields walking nice. Check left hook. Shoots it right up in there. Real tight check left hook. There we go. Working behind that jab. Franchon Crews working on jab. Good body work by Franchon Crews. Not trying to tie her up and bulldog. Use her weight on Clarissa Shields.
Who got the tougher chin?
Clarissa kind of switched off right there. She switched off real quick into the southpaw and shot the left overhand. There he goes on that break. Should have with a nice little backhand real quick. Bang. Come here. Carissa's tired. Check left hook to the body of Franchon. Nice right hook to the body. Big check left hook up top. There we go. Franchon trying to hold her, trying to push her back. Big right hand from Clarissa coming over the top.
See, I'm telling you, man, Clarissa's only getting touched because she's allowing it to happen in the sense that she likes to fight, man. She can just box. But, can't change. Scorpion's going to be a scorpion, Clay. So I think Clarissa's nose is bleeding a little bit now. Yeah. But I was going to ask you, out of this weekend, who had the tougher chin? Franchon Crews or Mario Barrios?
Mario Barrios had a good tough chin. He was getting hit with some shots.
But let me tell you something right now, man. I could argue and say that Clarissa's hit Franchon more than Mario Barrios got hit.
I wonder, who got a good chin? Andy Hiroka.
I thought I on my scorecard I had a 115, 114 for Hiroka. Sorry, Clay. I was just it's close. It was close, but I understand your argument too. Your scorecard was the same as Shakur's. So
no. I had Andy Hiroka winning the fight.
Oh, did you? Okay, then you're
I had
with me.
8 rounds. I had him winning the fight 8 rounds of 4.
I had a 115, 114. I was doing 10 rounds.
Yeah. There we go, Carissa. Number 9 here. The championship rounds here. The ladies ain't gonna go to full 12. Franchon Crews trying to work behind that jab. Clarissa looks like she's kind of taking her time here in this last couple rounds. She's got to know that she's head on the round, so she's not gonna, she's gonna take her time in these last 2 rounds. Good work, slipping those shots, getting her head off the line. Continue to walk down. Nice check left hook to the body again for Franchon. Nice right hook backhand to the body. There we go. She's trying to set it up. She's trying to set up the big shot right there. She's taking her time and working the body. Nice work right there. Left hook to the body, straight backhand up top. Back on that lead. Good work by Clarissa. Bam. Hit her in the titty. Check left hook.
The way Clarissa looks right now, if you guys are watching round 9, is the way I expect the Clarissa to look every round. If she could just be like this. Very technical. Yeah.
There we go. Nice backhand to the body right there. Clarissa walking her down right there. Continue to work the body. She's setting up for the knockout in the 12th.
Yeah,
said,
man.
no, she's gonna go
And the 10th, well, she's only got
for
one
the
more round after this,
Oh,
Clay.
the 10th, I mean the
Yeah.
final round. I said the 12th, but the 10th. Yeah, the final round. She's hitting the body. She's attacking the body real good. She's setting it up so she can get her a little bit more conscious of that body a little bit.
I mean, Franchon's jaw's all the way
Yeah,
bleeding, bro.
I'm
I
wondering
mean,
if she broke her
geez.
jaw, bro. I'm wondering if
Oh
she
my
broke her jaw.
gosh.
Big check left
Yeah.
hook. She spit something nasty out of her mouth just right now with that left hook. She's definitely got her
Oh.
jaw wide open, man.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I think her jaw might be broken. Good left hook to the body. Right hook to the body. Left hook up top. Bang, bang. Backing her up here. We about down to the end of the round. There we go. Carissa's starting to get exchange with her. Push her off. Franchon is big, heavy, and tired.
Yeah, no, and Franchon, knowing her, man, she's gonna die on her shield. She won't give up, dude. She'll sit there and she'll throw. So this might be. Remember when Max Holloway fought Justin Gaethje, and even though Max was ahead on every round, he still did the whole let's go toe to toe. I can see Clarissa doing that in the 10th, bro. Like the last 10 seconds, Clarissa going, let's go toe to toe right here. So this might be the most exciting round, guys. Tune in. Hit the like buttons, by the way. Diabolical.
Yeah, definitely hit the like buttons, man. We got 90 plus people in the building. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Here we go. It's the final round right now. Ain't no shaking hands. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see if Clarissa can do it. She's bouncing around the ring right now. She's bouncing around the ring, taking her time, smiling. What's she doing? She's bouncing around the ring right now, taking the victory lap. What's Clarissa doing? She taking the victory lap?
She might be doing to Ryan Garcia, like how Ryan Garcia did Barrios in the 12th.
Okay, Franchon working on her, man. Working on her body, man. Putting that body on her, man. The referee ain't separating them, just allowing that nonsense to go in the corner. Come on, separate them. Break it up. Let's go. Clarissa working, trying to push back here. Franchon Crews is kind of having a little second win here in this last round right here, working behind that jab. Nice work by Franchon Crews. Franchon Crews is taking control of this round. Carissa's allowing herself to be putting up on the ropes and allowing Crews to get off a lot of work. 1 minute left here in this fight. 1 minute. And she's laughing. Carissa's laughing. Almost hit the damn referee with that right hand. Big right hand by Clarissa. Big check left hook.
I'm telling you, I get the feeling that Clarissa's going to want to do the max.
Work by Clarissa. Beautiful work. Back on that jab.
Yeah, I think she wants to bang, bro. She wants to go toe to toe.
Yeah, check left hook. Big right hand by Carissa Seal saying, let's go. Let's go. Show me what you got. Check left hook. Right hand. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Back on it. She said, let's go. Come on. Don't do that. Come on. Let's give him a show. Big right hand by Clarissa Shields right there. Back up. Franchon. Another big right hand. Franchon shakes her head like this. Well, we know here at ATP that means this. Nice work by Franchon. Responds with home lead. 1-2. Big right hand to the body. 15 seconds left here in this round. Are they going to throw it down for the crowd? Get the crowd going, baby. Get them going, baby. Let's play that track, man. You know what the crowd want to hear? Play that track. Set this shit off. Boom, 1-2. There we go. Person with the 1-2. Back. Backing Franchon up. There we go. There we go, man. Both women with their hands raised up in the air. But I think there's a clear winner here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know Franchon going to try to sell it, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man.
Right.
It is what it is.
Hey, man, they entertained the crowd, and at the end of the day, that's what people do want to see. They want to see action, right? So shout out to these two ladies putting it all on the line the way they did. Shout out to that crowd, man. That crowd is fire. That crowd is fire. They're really it reminds me of the Wood Warrington fight that we were watching yesterday. Just the crowd is really lit up for this one. So that's great. Whoop that trick. That's funny.
They had to break bread.
Yeah.
They had to break bread. She was mad.
Yeah.
Franchon felt like it was a setup.
Yeah. No, Mansa Musa, we were saying that we thought maybe Franchon's jaw might have been broken.
Yeah, look like her jaw was broken. Her jaw was hanging low. I think her jaw was broken. Hug it out, ladies. Don't do that. Don't hold no bad feelings because I know Franchon was in her feelings about what happened yesterday.
Yeah. I think they're gonna hug it out, man. I think
Hugging
so.
it out.
I
They're
think
hugging
so.
it out. Carissa being the bigger girl, she's hugging her like, no, we ain't
Yeah.
doing that. We ain't doing
Yeah.
that. There's too much love. We got too much history. You know what it is. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened yesterday, but we know it's a fight. We building up a fight. It goes crazy. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't be, you know, I feel her. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, don't get in your
Yeah.
feelings. Don't do that, man. It was crazy yesterday. It was crazy. But at the end of the day, come on now. Nobody.
I really believe, man, and I know this might not be a that popular of a take because I was even talking to my wife about this. Clarissa being at 175, you know, my wife's like, yeah, but Clarissa, you know, she's in shape. She looks good. And I'm like, yeah, she is. But I feel like she'd have more power if she came down to like 168, right? Or just come down one, maybe like work on the body a little bit more because her speed is there for 175, which is the women's heavyweight.
Oh,
you
man,
know,
so
but,
Cruz's husband got punched on. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay.
man. You're a grown ass man, bro.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Keep your head on the swivel, bro.
Right.
Yo, protect your neck. Wu-Tang told you that a long time ago, bro. It gets crazy. When it's crazy like that, you gotta be ready for whatever.
So yeah, so Jay Money, you're saying this wasn't an even playing
Yeah,
field.
why? Why wasn't it even playing field?
Yeah,
What
explain
am I
that to us, Jay Money. What are we missing?
Yeah, put some context on that for us, Jay, so we understand what's going on. Let me see. Let me get the scorecard.
There you go, Clay. They didn't give no rounds to Frank.
They didn't give no rounds, yo. We gave it the first round. We showed us some love and gave it the first round, bro. They were like, even with that.
Mannix at least gave 2 to Franchon. But yeah, man.
Yeah, Jay, what you mean by the even playing field? It is what it is, man. I don't know. I'm missing it.
See, I'm wondering what the trajectory is for Clarissa because you were mentioning earlier how Clarissa you think maybe she just wants to have a baby and move on, right? Okay, they're talking it out right now. They're still talking it out. I can read Clarissa's lips. She's saying, "I'm sorry."
She's saying, I hurt you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hug it out. Hug it. This is on national television.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm Carissa after a while. I'm like, well, bitch, be mad then. I don't even want to tell you. Go ahead.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Keep doing this with you over here, right?
No, hug it out. Hug it out. This is a big stage. Hug it out. There you go. Hug it out, ladies. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, Franchon up in there and her feelings.
Yeah,
not trying to let it go.
Well, they're cool now. They're cool. Like, you know, it's boxing, man. It's boxing.
Yeah.
Like be cool.
But this is the women, man. They're getting their feelings sometimes, and it's hard for them to shake it. It's hard for them to shake it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we were building up to a fight. Things happen. I don't know what happened to your husband. I ain't putting hands on him. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of things going on. You saw the video. It was a wild brawl, bro.
It was crazy.
I don't know what happened to that man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pat might have put hands on somebody. I don't know if Pat put hands on somebody because Pat been known. Pat would throw his hands. Pap's hands work, bro. People don't know. Pap's hands work.
I don't know. Can Pat? Are you sure Pap can fight, bro? I don't know.
Pat,
I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know,
bro.
Man.
I'm gonna tell you people in the game that I know can fight. Pap, 50 get busy. 50's hands work. 50 hands work. Who else do I know hands work? We know Blue, whatever his name is from LA. What's his name? Blue. Y'all know who I'm talking about in the chat. His hands work. You know whose hands work? People don't know. Chris Brown.
Really? He can fight, huh? Well, we know because he was slapping the shit out of Rihanna, bro.
Ouch.
All right, my bad, bro. That was a low blow.
Chris,
that was so long ago. Oh, my bad, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, it is what it is. But Chris got hands, man. Chris throwing them hands for real, bro. Let me see. J Money says, "Hell no, Franchon is a 168-pound fighter. Shields should have met her there at her best, but no, she blew her up to heavyweight and still put a rehydration clause on Franchon. LOL. She put a rehydration clause on her.
I don't know. I didn't even know you could do it.
Yeah, and a heavyweight fight.
Heavyweight.
That's crazy. Like what? Was 10 pounds from what?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Sylvester says she got nobody to compete with in the division. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Let me see here. What did Blue Blood say? I see people laughing at something Blue Blood say. I don't see Blue in here though. What Blue at? What did Blue Blood say? I don't see Blue in here. What y'all laughing at?
I
What
don't know.
did Blue
Maybe he's doing a live too.
Oh, okay. Blue Blood, the Pap go. Oh, Blueface, not Blue Blood. Okay, yeah, Blueface. Yeah, exactly, Amir. Blueface. There you go. Blueface, Mugai. Exactly. Blueface got hands. The hands work.
That's Chris Mannix. If you're talking about that Mansa Musa. Oh no, you're talking about Dimitri Salita. That's her promoter. All right. That was cool. Clarissa recognizing her friendship with Franchon. Ooh. She wants Shadeja. I like it. There you go. She says she'll go down to fight Shadeja. There you go, girl. Get down to 160. That's what I'm talking about. If Clarissa does that, she got power. If she goes down to the 160s, like she's talking about going down to 162, 163, if Clarissa goes down to 160, she got power. Yeah, Clarissa really wants Shadeja, it looks like. Hey, man, I'm in. You know what they should do? You really want to do a favor to to Clarissa and Shadeja Green? Put them like on the undercard of Gina Carano versus Ronda Rousey. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Give them a big stage. Give them a big stage. Put them on Netflix.
Yeah, Clarissa had to Franchon had to come in because she knew like, okay, you're not coming over and interview me. I tried to wait, but you trying to close this up and you act like I'm not here. So I'm gonna step up in here, grab that mic and and shout out my people, shout out to Baltimore, everybody who came and support you with Franchon. You did kind of get your ass whooped. You did a lot, but I mean, look, she did what she could. I don't know if the knee was a problem and you know all those things. I mean, probably was a problem. But Carissa's next fight, man. You know, they're talking about her and Michaela, they're talking about her and Shadeja. I like the talk. I think those are her best fights. It might be her fights, you know what I'm saying, that she has to have, her legacy fights. I mean, even though when it comes to legacy, this girl's checked the boxes on so many different levels. But at the end of the day, those fights right there seem like they'd be the fights that she wants to have under her belt, off her bucket list before she leaves. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. And she's gonna be 31 in a few weeks. So you know, she's always talked about wanting to have kids. Seems like she's very settled in with Papoose now, right? So I don't know. I mean, what else? If Clarissa were to say, "Hey, I'm out. I'm going to take a long break,"
I'd be
right?
okay with it.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you know what? What else? What else do you need to do?" Right? But if she were to really say Shadeja Green, see what makes the Shadeja Green fight tough, I don't think has anything to do with Shadeja more than it has to do with Nikisa and Jake Paul.
Right.
Because it's going to be a numbers thing, right?
Mhm.
And hey, I'll respect this Shadeja Green, but she's nowhere near as popular or command the type of money that Clarissa could bring to the table. So how do you even put a fight like that together, right? But I like for Clarissa what she's talking about, which is go down to 160. She's talking about Michaela Mayer, which is fine. You know, they're teammates from the Olympics, and Michaela Mayer at least has a name, Claymore, right? You know what I'm saying, right?
Right.
Michaela Mayer has a name, although a lot of people will say, well, this is kind of unfair. Clarissa, you're fighting someone smaller than you, right? I think that to the mainstream fans, it'll feel more like Larry Holmes versus Jerry Cooney. You know what I mean? Like that big of a deal, right? Now, I think for me, because you know how I am with the boxing, and I know the women boxers and the whole bit. I think that if Clarissa is going to go down to 160, I got a name for you, Clarissa, and you would absolutely love it. You could probably do it at Wembley Stadium, and it will sell for sure, right? But I don't think she'd do this. So there's a girl right now, Clay, in the UK. Her name is Lauren Price. She's the 147-pound undisputed champ, right? But in the Olympics, Claymore, Lauren Price was 160. So you let Lauren Price go up, you let Clarissa go down, and then now you got two undisputeds meeting each other,
Right.
UK versus the US. Like that would be a blockbuster fight. That would be a great fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what she does, man. Let's see what she does. She definitely has some options. She doesn't have a lot of options, but she has some for sure. She got some fights that she can make happen. And you know, she got those deals. She got that deal, the $8 million deal, however many fights, however many years.
Right.
She's supposed to be in there. So let's see what she's able to do with that deal. Make that money happen.
I mean, right. It's only a 2-fight deal, right? No.
I think it's like a 5-fight deal, right?
No, dude. I thought it was only a 2-fight deal or something. Go check it out. I thought it was a 2-fight deal. But yeah, look it up, y'all, if you want to pay attention to women's boxing. Lauren Price, she was the gold medalist in the Tokyo Olympics at 160 pounds or at middleweight. So currently right now,
at least 4. The deal covers
four fights. Okay.
Yeah.
But currently right now,
At a
Lauren
minimum
Price,
of 4. Minimum at least 4 fights.
okay, that's cool. Yeah, currently right now, out of the UK, Lauren Price is the WBA, the Ring Magazine, the WBC, and the IBF and the IBO 147-pound champion. The Michaela Mayer Lauren Price fight, for whatever reason, isn't coming together. So for Clarissa, those are her opponents. She fights a Michaela at 160, then fights Lauren Price at 160, and there you go, man. Get 3 bags. Get Shadeja at 168, then keep working your way down to the 160s and get those bags and call it a night.
For sure, man. Speaking on that, I think I'm gonna call it a night, man. I'm gonna relax.
Good idea.
You know what I mean? Get about the way, man. Shout out to everybody. This is a short one, huh?
Yeah. What was your favorite fight tonight that you saw?
Did
you like that knockout from earlier with the Price? Che, what was her name? Che something.
Oh yeah, that was a knockout of the night for sure. That was a knockout of the year for females. That right hook did her dirty. That right hook was nice. Oh, was that the best fight though? No, it was a messy fight, man.
Messy. Okay.
Yeah. I thought the Teeth Oberlin fight had an opportunity to be good, but this dude just fell out.
Weird, dude. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know where the medicals were done, or I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there. It was nice for Terrence Crawford to be there with Clarissa. I thought that's cool. Yeah. That's very cool. And yeah, man, Clarissa, she's doing the right things. I like the grassroots. I like that she keeps fighting in her hometown. I like that she has the mayor there. You know, all these.
The mayor had the buffs on. The mayors had the damn buffs on. That's a Detroit thing for sure, man. Them glasses. That is a Detroit thing. Everybody got on buffs, even the damn mayor, bro.
Right.
That's crazy.
Anyway. Hey, mind yours. Let me tell you something right now. You are talking about the truth right there, because Caroline Dubois is the baby. Yeah. and two-tone, make your girl do it. All right.
Yeah.
She waiting on Bumgarner. She waiting on Alicia.
For sure. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's at ATP Combat Media, man. Salute to all the shout out to Alan Land becoming a member on the channel, man. Shout out to everybody for supporting the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, you know what it is. At this point, we out.
They never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That mean you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it because you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot. Wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this.